So, welcome everybody to session number 6. We're going to do some housekeeping before we get started today. Very excited for what's going to happen. So, first off, on the playback, Sibo, you've earned another 15 experience points for your investigation and line of questioning on the morning of discovering Eikem's body. So, I forgot to give that to you last time. So, I'm going to give it to you now.
Okay.
And Boo, we all know you have enough. If you're at 900 experience points or past that,
yeah, I'm
you do have enough. Yeah, so you do have enough to level up to level 3. It's going to cost 200 gold, 5 days of game time. But I think we're going to demur that until after the quest in Rakxe has concluded, because it makes more sense if like the whole party is leveling up to do it at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And we're already more than halfway there to the conclusion of this activity that's happening in Rakxe. Okay. And you might want to get some money before it's time to level up.
That is true.
This next thing is mostly for Blake and Simon. It's about concentration when you're casting spells. So if the spell requires you to have concentration, you cannot concentrate on 2 different spells simultaneously. So if you're going to switch to another spell, it could mean that the effect of the first one will disappear. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I get that. So each turn is considered, you said, how many seconds?
6 seconds.
6 seconds. So 1 minute concentration. It's a long time. Yep. Actually.
1 minute will be 10 rounds of combat. One whole minute.
Because I was thinking, wow, 1 minute would not. It sounds almost like nothing. Because like I was thinking like real life minutes or time. So okay, that makes sense. So each round of battle is 6 seconds.
Correct.
Got it.
Just a reminder also, you can't really talk to one another if you're not with one another. So it's okay to like interject here and there, but if your interjections are actually changing what other characters are doing, that takes away from the other characters deciding for themselves what they want to do in the game. So we want to try to be conscious of one another. And one more thing before we start, Kat has made a very important decision about the future of Nyx, which is that Nyx is dead, and is not returning to this campaign.
Mm.
So you will see what happens to Nyx at a certain point in today's session, and you'll have to figure out how to work with this person, if you want to work with this person, and so forth. So I think that's all the housework. Any questions before we get started?
No.
All right. So just to summarize where we were last time, after being told several times by police to knock off his sarcasm and chicanery, Cyan was arrested and incarcerated in the prison beneath the guardhouse in Rakxe for 1 night. Morning after, the rest of the team followed the town's guard to the hut of Eike the dwarf, who was brutally murdered at some point late last night or early morning, and may have been one of the Red Angels. Later, after investigating the hut, Boo saw something mysterious and shiny by another hut north of Eike's, and they went to investigate, and the team was attacked by several waves of giant rats. And as our gnome comrades, Sibo and Nyx, succumbed to the rat army's scratching and gnawing, Boo heroically defeated the rest of the Skitter himself as giant shooting flames continue to engulf the hut that Boo had set on fire earlier, also likely destroying whatever evidence might have been in there. And Boo, that is where we will pick up the adventure, with you outside of the hut and dead rat bodies all around you.
Cool. Okay, so Nyx, very dead. Sibo, very dead to my knowledge.
Sibo's very dead. He's currently being held by a fisher from nearby, and with his head resting in the fisher's arms.
Okay. I guess my only... Yeah. So, I guess my only, friend/party member, whatever, is Simon. So I'm gonna go to Simon. I'm gonna go to the jail and debrief Simon on what happened.
So you're just gonna leave the scene?
I mean, yeah. It's everything's on fire, and there's just dead rats everywhere.
There's dead rats everywhere. Your hand axe is in the head of the boss rat. If you want to,
I'm
take
gonna
it back.
go get it. Yeah, I'll take that back.
Yeah. So I mean, it's mostly intact, except the wooden hilt has snapped, and you kind of need to take it to a blacksmith or something to make sure that the handle is going to be working properly.
Yeah, I'll do that later, because we got some time, right? Probably.
The fisher actually starts yelling out to other people, saying, "We need buckets! We need buckets!" And slowly you see some of the fishers that are a little bit more south, closer to the port docks, starting to arrange like a fire line, taking buckets from the sea to help put out the fire of the hut that you're outside in front of.
They'll take care of that. It'll be fine. I hope they don't notice I did that, but they probably won't. Anyway, I'm gonna go to Simon jail.
Okay. As you're walking south, the fisher from next door shouts out to you, "Hey, you're just gonna leave your friends here?"
I mean,
This guy I can carry by myself. If you need help bringing this guy, I can take him to the temple with you.
I mean, is the temple gonna revive him?
Well, yeah, or at least give him a proper burial. He looks pretty beat up, this gnome. This gnome with a bow.
Yeah, he's probably kind of beat up.
And what about your other friend over there? The woman. She looks pretty chewed up.
She's kind of dead too, so...
Yeah, I mean, I can't carry both of them, but if you grab her, I'll grab your friend over here and we can take him to the temple.
Yeah, I'll go to the temple. I'll take one of the bodies, go to the temple.
He shouts, "Hey mates, make sure to put out the fire. I'm coming back later. Just gotta take these two to the temple." And the local fishers are forming this chain to get enough water in buckets to slowly, very slowly, put out the fire of the hut.
So I have a question. Since I'm standing outside the guardhouse, and the temple is allegedly on the corner of the street of the guardhouse, from what I remember, if you look all the way down the street.
Well, so you haven't left the guardhouse yet. You've paid your fine. You've paid your fine, and they have some questions for you before they let you go. But yes, if you stand outside the guardhouse, if you look all the way down, going west to the main intersection, you should be able to see the corner of the temple to the Raven Queen.
I see. So if I get out of the guardhouse in time, would I conceivably be able to see the funeral procession of Nyx?
Yes, you would.
Okay.
You would.
Good.
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk over to the temple with holding Sibo or Nyx, either one.
So the guy's carrying Sibo. He says, "I would shake your hand, but, on account of your friend being on my back, my name is Regard. It's nice to meet you. What's your name?"
My name is Boo. I'm from Nilana Anore. Sorry, it's hard to remember when I just saw two of my friends get murdered, but and also the fire and everything that's happened tonight, basically.
I can understand. I'm a little shaken up myself with the murder that happened in Eagum's hut. And who knows what all those rats were doing over there.
Yeah.
It's not that far from where Chat's body was found as well. So there's way too much going on this morning.
Yeah, it's a bit much. Hopefully it'll get less active so I can so me and my, I guess not party anymore. Me and my other partner can solve the murder.
Oh, are you here to solve the murders in Rakxe? Who killed Captain Gemos?
Yeah.
And who killed Chath?
Who killed who?
Chath, the rogue.
Oh, yeah, Chad. I thought you said cat, and I was really confused.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't spoken with Tomic lately. Tomic seems to know the latest gossip.
Yeah. I think we talked to him for a bit. I don't know. It's hard to talk right now. I've just seen, like, 2 people get killed.
I'm sorry, Boo.
That's 2 more people than I usually see, and I'm not cool with that.
Well, listen, I notice also you're not wearing any garlic, and you don't have a charm. You might want to get one of those in the town square, because the murders might be increasing, and that just means it's more dangerous. You should do whatever you need to do to protect yourself.
Yeah, I don't believe in the garlic salts nonsense.
Don't. What do you believe in?
I mean, that's a loaded question. I mean, I don't know, gods exist. I mean, warlocks exist, so, like, there's gotta be, like, gods out there.
Yeah, I believe in gods. I believe in the goddess, the Raven Queen.
Yeah, so gods are a thing.
They are a thing.
Monsters are a thing, because that's, like, I don't know, that's a very loaded question. There's a lot to go into that.
Well, just making small talk.
I think about your legend about the lady that is, like, has no eyes or whatever and is green or something.
Patasola, yeah.
Yeah, that's probably fake.
I don't know. I'm not. I just fish. I'm not a pirate, so I've never explored the small islands east of the coast. But that's where I think Patasola resides.
I think that myth definitely faked. Those pirates definitely lying, or either just really not, like, mentally there, which is probably the case.
So it's at this point
They're kind of crazy.
It's at this point, Boo, where you're walking with this guy named Regard, and you're walking past the guardhouse at this point. It just happens to be at this moment there are some guards interrogating Simon about what had gone on the prior night. And at this point, Simon is speaking with one of the morning guards, Lucra, who Simon had actually met the prior day. And Lucra says to you, Simon, so I just need to take some notes about what you were saying yesterday. You were caught by both of the nighttime guards that you specifically did not want to murder anyone, but you do know there have been many murders going on in the city, and this makes you look suspicious, right?
I do understand that. I am not a very tactful or smart person, and I often get into trouble because I have a very dark sense of humor, and so
you can see that. I should let you know as well, sir, that we've accumulated some evidence on you that your friend Boo, who you told our captain was your bodyguard, seems like he's not a bodyguard. You were seen with him getting drunk at the bar last night, and at one point you left the bar with a giant smile on your face, and your so-called bodyguard didn't follow you straight away. What do you make of that?
Well, I mean, to me it makes sense, because the thing is that while he is my bodyguard, it's only because he's a fighter and I'm a wizard and I cannot protect myself. I'm not it's like, I'm not paying him. He's my friend and he's coming along with me and acting as my bodyguard, and oftentimes it makes more sense for me to just be like, look, this is my bodyguard, because that way I don't have to explain that this is a friend of mine who's a fighter who comes from a tiny provincial town out 30 miles west, and is friends with some fishermen. Like, it's more helpful, it's easier generally.
You could just say friend, because the word bodyguard indicates a different kind of relationship, a monetary relationship. And you sort of threw off the page and our captain yesterday when you mentioned that.
Well, I can remember for the future that in this town, it's generally better to clarify relationships. Where
Yes.
Where I'm from, especially with regard to official business, officials don't generally have the time to worry about you and your friends and anything that you might want to do. My government is not in exactly a very public-spirited one. You need to make it so that there's a reason for them to talk to you. And if you're bringing along random friends, they generally don't take it very kindly. So that's why I said what I said and did what I did, and now I can see that in this town you guys have a very different perspective on how the government and policing should be run.
We do. And you do understand we're very on edge with the murder of our own captain not so long ago. So you can imagine that anyone being deceptive with us or saying the phrase murder very loudly at night with a weird smile on their face will raise some eyebrows.
Yes, I do not fault you for suspecting me of anything.
So tell you what, sir, we're going to let you off with a warning. We will not put this on your permanent record, and hopefully we won't be meeting under these circumstances anytime soon.
Yes, I hope so as well, and I will do my best and make sure not to make any more off-color jokes in places that could get me into trouble.
Fair deal. Praise be till Ilmater.
Yes, praise be. Have a good day. And
you as well.
Hope to see you again soon.
Simon, you walk outside.
You probably shouldn't, because he's a jail guard, but you know what? Never mind.
Well, sometime I'll run into him, might as well.
You might run into this guy again. He's the morning guard. Simon, you walk outside stretching your arms in the morning sun. It's almost 9 o'clock. Kind of hungry right now, actually. And out of sheer coincidence, you see your friend Boo carrying your friend Nix on his back, walking with some strange human, very tall human, 6'1" human, carrying Sibo on his back, and they're talking about gods and walking in your direction, Simon. What do you do, Simon?
I'd like to walk towards them.
Hey, Simon.
Hi. What happened? Are you guys okay?
No. So, what happened exactly was the house we went to filled with rats. Like really big ones, like human-sized. Don't laugh yet, they're murdered. Human-sized rats. Zebo and Nix both died to like a really big rat. Yeah, they're dead, by the way. That's why we're carrying them. We're gonna go bury them. Yeah. Sorry, I'm a bit delirious right now. Trying to keep it together. It's not working. I'm gonna like take my goggles, put them in front of my face. Hopefully, no one sees my yeah.
That sounds bad. Shall we? Are you guys taking them? Where are you guys taking them? Is there
to the monastery place, to the Raven Queen temple?
Regard says, if they can't be revived at the monastery, where we know they have curates working today, we can pray at the temple and see what happens. So I suggest we go to the monastery first.
Sounds good. Oh, and Boo, you look pretty messed up. I have that healing potion that we got,
Oh, yeah, that would definitely help me.
Yeah, okay, here, I'll give him the healing potion.
Cool. I'm gonna drink healing potion.
Hey, that's 9 points of healing, Boo.
Ooh.
Good use of a healing potion.
Man.
So the three of you plus 2 corpses, walk to the intersection and then walk north. You see Emeren's tailor shop on your left. You pass the Temple to the Raven Queen on your right. And immediately north of that, on your right, is the temple, is the Monastery of the Camellias. And you see a couple of brothers in brown robes kind of chanting outside by the fountain. So Regard says, you want to go talk to the rector and see how much it costs?
To
Alright.
get them buried or to...
Whatever you want to do.
I guess, sure. All
Recommendation.
right.
I'd just like to comment. They both have money on them, so we can use that to pay for the burial slash, care.
Yeah. I don't know. I know I'm all, like, greedy, haha, I'm gonna get money. But, like, it kind of feels weird taking it from two dead people.
Well, we don't have to keep it. We can bury anything else with them. It's just to provide for their care and whatnot.
Regard puts down Sibo's body, and he says, "Here, let me inspect your friend."
Thank you.
The gnome. And between the three of you, you manage to pick away at Nyx's pack to reveal 146 gold pieces, 7 silver pieces, and 12 coppers. You also find in her pouch a small gem. And these seem to be the objects that you'd be able to sell. Her boots of cleanliness are still on her feet, but they are very scratched up by the rats and are stained with blood. They look like they're in pretty bad shape.
I'll go talk to the rector. I think we can deal with personal effects later as long as we have money to take care of them. So is there a rector available who's close by? Or whoever is someone? Is there a monk? Just anybody?
Yeah, so the monks by the fountain greet you and ask, so what happened to your two friends? They look like they need some help.
They do really need some help. I'm not entirely sure. I was not there, but it's extremely urgent. Is there anything you guys can do to help them?
What is it? Disease? Murder?
They got
Rats.
attacked by rats.
Rats.
So probably a combination of disease, infection, and general.
Come with us. We'll take you to the rector's office, and he'll see what we can do.
Thank you.
Yep.
So you all go together as a group to the rector's office. It's a beautiful office, very fine leather furniture. He's got bookshelves, floor to ceiling. The rector is like an older man with like hair sticking out from over his ears, white hair. And he says, "Oh, adventurers. Hey, fighter, I remember you from the other day.
Oh, hey.
What happened to your friends?"
Rats. Rats happened.
We really need
Big
something
rats.
to help them.
I see. They look like they're dead.
Yes. Could you...
Uh,
Make
can
sure
you
that
do
either A,
anything?
they are dead, or if there's anything you can do because they're not dead yet.
we can bring them back. It's probably going to cost around 200 gold because of the high demand for services right now, with the pandemic happening. But I can get one of our men here if you have the resources.
When you mean pandemic, you mean the murder spree, right?
Yes, I mean the murder spree.
Okay.
A pandemic of murder. Yes.
That makes a lot
I
more
can't believe
sense.
Corona hit here too.
Yeah. So, you could bring them back to life?
Yeah, we can cast a special preparation called Resurrection and bring your party members back to life.
Cool.
Can we leave them with you for now and assured that the bodies will be well taken care of while we go get the money?
How long ago did they die? Because the bodies will need to be preserved.
Alright, well look, we have, what is it, like 160 gold or something?
From them.
Yeah.
I've got 67 gold right
Okay,
now on
plus
me.
the gem, right?
Well, yeah, I also have a gem right now.
Okay. 146 gold and 7 silver, 12 copper, and 1 gem.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'd say we sell off Nyx's gem and my gem, so we get like a bit more money. So I
Okay.
could go run over and do that now.
Is it 200 gold per person or 200 gold total?
Per person, correct.
Okay.
Alright.
Cool. Yeah, I'll go sell off those jewels.
Alright.
Well, you don't have to sell them. You can just trade them to us.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sure. How
You
much
don't have to
you'll
go
take?
anywhere. We're here for you, sir.
Cool. How much can you
hold on.
take from?
It's 200 per person.
No, I mean for the gems. How much do you want them for?
They look between 50 and 60 gold each one.
Okay, so that 50 and 60. So that would be at least 100 for the 2 gems. So then we'd have 200. We could pay for both of them, basically, if we give you the gems. Okay, should we just give them the gems? Because that seems...
Gold,
Yeah.
on the assumption that you'll bring both of them back to life.
Yeah.
Walking along the corridor in the monastery, you notice a fairly tall figure approach you. This figure looks like they are one of the curates in the monastery, but they look to be of a race you've never seen before. This person looks kind and has a very serious look about their person. They seem to notice that there's a conversation going on in a few dead bodies, and this person is very curiously looking into the rector's office to see if they can help.
Hello? What's going on here?
The rector says, well, these men here have brought the bodies of their fallen comrades, and we're discussing a trade to bring them back. I know you want to learn about these things, young one, but so here's your opportunity.
Yes.
Would you like to describe what you look like to the other people in the rector's office?
You see, facing you, a tall, curate kind of dressed person. They have lighter blue, tealish skin with wavy hair that seems to be like continually undulating gently, and they have a very calm demeanor. About 5'8", and rather interested, but not particularly emotional. More curious and hopeful. And you can't quite tell. When you first look at them, they appear male, but the closer you look, the more you can't tell what their gender is.
So I take it you could help these people?
I could. I suggest we begin by praying to the god, for not all life is meant to be continued.
Alright.
Okay.
I'll do whatever you say. As long
The
as
rector looks at Simon and Boo and says, so, are we trying to bring back both of your friends or only one of your friends?
I thought we agreed that if you would take the 2 gems and the gold, that you would bring back both of them.
Let me talk to my men to see if they have the ability to do that today. Give me one moment. Curate, wait here. I'm going to talk to Patrick in the back.
Hello.
In the meantime, hello.
What's your name?
I'm Toe.
Toe.
Nice to meet you. And you are?
Simon de Arenberg.
Butter of the nut.
Well, I don't think I've ever seen
All right. Well,
Looks
it's
like
wonderful to meet you two.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you too.
Where are you from?
I was raised on a ship, really. You probably wouldn't know it. It was the Emperor of the Waves. And I sailed around with a guy, basically raised me since birth. I've got no real idea where I'm from. But he took me around the world and then dropped me off in a small town called Storm's Eye, where we kind of hung around until he left for a voyage that was unfortunately ended by a shipwreck.
Oh, that's sad. I mean,
Yes,
sorry for
but
your...
since then, I've... Thank you. If you don't mind, I feel that this would be the perfect moment to pray to Ilmater. So, would you like to pray with me, or should I pray alone?
I mean, I guess I'll pray. Sure.
Yeah. I'll do any of the motions or like stand.
Yeah. If it's for our friends coming back to life, sure, I'll do it.
The fisherman regard says, "Do you still need me here? I'm happy to form a circle of 4.
You want to stay? I mean, do what you want.
Yeah.
Well, I kind of would like to get back to my hut and see if it caught fire.
It's totally understandable.
Yeah.
No.
Thank you for all the
You
help
can get out now.
us.
You can carry your friends from here, regardless of what happens to them, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, good luck.
Go
Good luck to all of
safely.
you.
Yes.
I'm
Have
gonna
a good
take
day.
off.
Thank you.
And praise be to Ilmater.
Are you ready?
Praise be.
Praise be to Ilmater. Oh, Holy One, Ilmater, just do whatever you feel would be most reverent in your own mind. I pray to you in thanks for all that you've done for me and for this earth. I hope that you might perhaps shed light on these wonderful people and tell me what their souls would like for their future, whether they return or they continue to watch over us from above. In the name of all good and life in the world, I pray to you. I can feel it.
Feel what?
I can feel this one. He points to Sibo. This one has a heart, and his heart is strong. He wants to come back to life. But I sense nothing from the other. Perhaps it is time to let go and move on?
That's kind of really depressing. But, I mean, if that's what Nyx wants, I mean, sure.
The white-haired rector comes back.
And use it to pay for the funeral.
Yeah.
The white-haired rector comes back and says, I spoke with Patrick, the curate. He only has prepared 1 resurrection spell for today, and he needs to sleep before he is able to cast a second one tomorrow. So
that is
we need to make a decision about preserving one of the bodies in embalming fluid and making an attempt of resurrecting the other. Is that a choice that you are willing to make? I know it's a difficult question.
I think we've actually somewhat changed our minds. We'd like to resurrect this one, Sibo, and it appears from what the curate said that our friend Nyx does not want to come back to life. So,
you received a sensation.
No, I didn't. The lady next to me did, or the man next to me did, and
their name is Toe.
Toe next to me did. Sorry, I forgot the name. And
either works.
What?
Either works.
Oh, okay.
I flow.
Good, cool, nice. All right. And so they were. They said that apparently Nyx did not want to come back to life, which is very sad. And so I would appreciate it if you would be able to resurrect Sibo, and if we could get one of the gems back to pay for Nyx's funeral service.
We can do that. Patrick can do that. Could you? So you make arrangements to pass over whatever money is worth 200 gold.
So all the gold in one of the gems.
Yeah.
Yep.
And an older elf, very tall, about 6'3", not as tall as Emran. Walks out. He has long white hair. He's wearing brown robes and has a holy symbol. He's kind of wrinkly in his neck and forehead. And he says to you all, "Praise be to Ilmater. I am Patrick.
Praise be.
And I'm here to bring back and rise one of your dead." Who is it?
Sibo. The gnome. Well, I mean, they're both gnomes. The gnome, yeah, the other one. The one on Sibo.
The man makes a couple of signs with his hands and arms, and you can see his wrists make the sign of Ilmater as he mutters a prayer and then lays his hands on Sibo's body. With a surge of energy, Sibo begins to awaken from his deep slumber and slowly open his eyes to see himself in the rector's office in the monastery.
Hey, Sibo. Welcome back to reality. Or I guess, Earth plane, whatever. The world of the living.
I had a horrible dream. I was about to eat this cake that looks so shiny and delicious with a lot of rainbow confetti, and I was excited to eat it, and all of a sudden, when I was just about to grab the cake, there were 1,000 rats inside just pouring out to me and started devouring me. That was a horrible dream.
You didn't tell me there was a cake, Boo.
I didn't see a cake. I don't remember a cake. I mean, you did get killed by rats, but I don't think there is cake.
Maybe it was my heaven that had a cake, and it suddenly turned into hell in 1 second.
Okay.
So I guess
I don't trust you and desserts anymore after you got drugged that one time. I don't trust you with desserts at all.
I cannot believe that you are alive. This is surprising.
Where am I? What's going on?
Patrick the elf bows his head and says to you all, "I think my work is done with you today."
Yes.
Thank you very much, Patrick.
Thank you.
Praise be to Ilmater, and take care of your friend.
Praise be.
Praise be.
The rector, Piotr, looks over at Toe and says, "I detected the same vision that you did, young one. I believe your power is growing."
Thank you, Father. I hope so, that I may better serve Ilmater.
Is it in your will to look after these three in the coming days as we weather this horrible pandemic happening in Rakxe?
Yes, Father. I would be honored to help these recover from the death of their comrade.
What I would suggest is that until the murders are solved, you should follow this group and protect them as Ilmater would protect them, especially in battle.
I will be the hand of Ilmater, and I will be there to guide and shield them as I can. Thank you.
I give you my blessing.
Wait, we haven't had a say in this?
I think we should just roll with it.
I mean...
Look.
I can be of help to you too, adventurers.
Toe, as long as you pay your, for your share of everything, I have no problem.
The rector looks over to you, Simon, and says, "Well, Toe has a home here in the monastery, so he doesn't need to pay his way for food or board."
Even better.
Pretty good, yeah. Never mind. I totally agree. Welcome aboard, Toe. I'm gonna put a hand out.
Toe shakes his hand.
Welcome
Toe's
aboard.
hand feels oddly damp.
Why? I'm not going to question that. Just going to wipe my hand off. I was kidding about being Butter of the Nut. My name is actually Butternut. You can call me Boo from now on.
Yeah, and
Thank you, Boo.
You're very welcome.
please, no offense, but I have never met someone who was your color and complexion. And I was wondering if you guys are like, I don't know.
I would be happy to explain. I am a water genasi, which means I'm born of a water elemental and a human.
Really?
So I have, yes. I don't know exactly what happened, but I'm here now. And, yes, it leads to my skin. Even though I'm never wet, I always feel so. And my hair will continue to sway and ripple like water would.
That's
and
really cool.
So as well do I feel. Yes.
That sounds like a weird. That sounds like a weird relationship. A water elemental and a.
I mean, let's not judge. Everyone has different tastes.
I haven't asked any questions.
Fair enough.
The rector says many gods, including Ilmater, recognize such combinations of different creatures and different races. So, Genasis exist.
Yeah.
Well, it's very cool. I have never met someone
Thank you.
before, and it's an interesting change. Really cool. So, like, do you like swimming more than
Yes.
other sports? Yeah.
I sailed for most of my youth up until I was about 25. I'm a rather proficient sailor. And speaking of which, do you know anything about this lady's background?
Nix's background?
Nix.
I think she was a sailor too. Yeah, she had some issue with this guy who really likes trying to make lobster or something that we ran into around here.
Yeah, the weirdo, the weird pirate.
Yeah.
What was his name?
What was his name? I don't remember.
It was, hold on, I wrote it down somewhere. Captain Wake, that was it. Captain Wake.
I sailed with him.
Really? You as well?
Yes.
So
He
you
might have
also
known me.
hatred for lobster dishes and refusal to cook other things?
Oh no, I quite enjoy seafood, and it doesn't really affect me, any of food illnesses and such.
Oh, that's another plus.
Yes, but knowing about this Nix, his background, I would think that she might like to be buried at sea.
Do you know someone who could rig that up?
I could. I'm a sailor. I was a sailor for many years. Sailors die on the seas. So it's not the first time, and now that I've joined under the sheltering hand of Ilmater, I could do it better than I ever could before.
The rector nods his head in agreement and says, "You should trust this one. Toe knows how to do this."
I feel like throwing her body into the water will look very suspicious in a town full of murders.
That's a valid point. We go as far away from shore as possible.
Alright, I will do whatever you like, but I do have some reputation for helping grieving people, so it could be explained away.
I mean, I already have a really bad rep in this town. I don't want to make it worse.
The rector says, "Well, there are a few more. There have been a few more dead at the docks this morning. We intend to have a funeral and take some of them out to sea as well. Maybe we take this one."
That's not a bad idea.
I would be happy to do whatever I can.
We'll follow whatever you decide, Toe.
Yeah, Toe, lead the way, since you're the death expert here.
Or, burial expert.
The rector says, I would caution you and perhaps wait to get some news from Captain Oku, or maybe even Tomek, about the timing of what's been happening today. Because I received this news very rapidly early this morning that our friend Egum had perished due to some unknown force sometime late last night or early this morning. And a few other huts and inhabitants had died as well. My understanding is that they are investigating and trying to locate the families to determine the best way to put the bodies to rest.
Dang.
It might be a good idea to brief Captain Oku anyway, so that she doesn't think that we're murderers.
Probably, yeah.
And I could help settle families.
Yeah. Yeah. We all got a role to play with Captain Oku, I guess.
Yeah, Sibo, do you want to take the lead on that?
I can. I'm just looking at Nyx's dead body, and it just feels. I don't even know how to describe it in words.
Toe walks over and puts a hand on Sibo's shoulder and says, "It's all right, friend. You don't need to understand now. Time will help."
Thank you. Thank you for that word of wisdom. It's just that, it's hard to meet around here, and she was just a special one, and it just feels like yesterday everything was fine, and all of a sudden this just comes crashing down like waves, this feeling of sorrow, and I just miss my friend.
We weren't really, it wasn't really perfectly fine yesterday, because, you're still solving a murder, but...
The rector puts his hand on Sibo and says, you have every right to experience many different emotions and reactions to seeing your friend like this. I can imagine it hurts to see someone you cared about not be able to live the life that you had seen for them. But perhaps Ilmater had something else in mind for the cycle of where she was meant to be.
Probably. I don't know how this whole death thing works, but yeah.
Maybe this is meant to be, although it feels rather sudden. It's just, life is interesting, and it humbles me that my friend is gone, but her soul will live in our hearts, I suppose. We love you, Nyx.
Very hopeful.
We're gonna set you free. And Sibo puts a little kiss on her forehead and says goodbye.
Very cute.
The rector grabs your hand, Sibo, and squeezes it and says, we all loved Nyx in her time, and perhaps now it is time to say goodbye. Well, good luck, and I hope Ilmater stays with you as you figure out what's going on in this city.
You as well.
Thank you,
Praise
Father.
be.
Thank you.
Praise be.
Praise be to Ilmater.
Toe, I'm very proud of you, and I'm looking forward to seeing how you grow in these next few days alongside this group.
Thank you. I'm glad that you took me in and helped me find the path.
So the group makes their way back to the courtyard by the fountain of the monastery. It's about 9:45, almost 10 o'clock. The group is really hungry. None of them have had breakfast yet, except for Toe. The sun is shining. People are not milling about that much. It seems to be a work day, but people are not so many people outside. What do you do?
Okay.
Should we get food or talk to Captain Oku first?
I mean...
Food would be nice, but also talking to Captain Oku.
You won't be in your right minds if you do.
I mean, I'm not. I just saw 2 people get murdered. What do you...
Okay,
So I have a question.
Yeah?
So what happened to Nyx's body?
Don't we have it?
No,
Yeah,
it's been kept at the monastery.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. Never mind.
Yeah. The assumption is that if you want to be part of the funeral procession, at some point the monastery will get some new information about what time and where the funeral will take place. But some other people also died at the dock, so it seems like there's other leads, perhaps, as to what's going on.
So
I suggest we eat.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
at least let's take a rest and recuperate and try to figure out what we need to do or redirect to the things that we need to do.
Mm.
Does anyone need healing?
I would very much like to be healed. Although, wait, no, I wasted my second wind today. Never mind. Yeah, I need healing. I thought I had my second wind on.
I can heal you a
but-
little bit.
Cool. How much?
Does 6 suffice?
Yeah, that's good. It's not
All
full.
right.
That's good.
So, how much more would you need to be entirely healthy?
3. But I can go without
All
it.
right.
It's fine. Nothing can exactly touch me because I'm gonna flex and just be like I'm so powerful. But, that's fine though.
Toe just stares and then walks over and lays a hand on each of Boo's shoulders, says, Ilmater, please heal him. I thank you again in the name of life. And heals you 6.
Cool.
Nice.
Thanks. Thank you, Toe. And I guess
You're
Ilmater, but that's like not my god, so
Yeah, I don't know. The whole resurrection thing is pretty well on its way to converting me, I gotta say.
I mean,
He's a very
not-
kind god.
I see. Maybe you can teach me some theology later.
Yeah, maybe.
I would be happy to.
I'd probably fall asleep during it.
I have
so
much to say. We go.
Is it like totally oral, or do you guys have like a book or something?
I can teach you mostly by word of mouth.
Cool.
Okay.
Maybe I'll write a book.
Well,
Wait, we could write a book and cash in. Yes. Everyone can buy my book.
The same.
So it's almost 10 o'clock now. The party, except for Toe, are really hungry and kind of
Right,
tired, especially after our rat battle this morning. You're noticing very few people on the streets, but you're noticing that some of the people are looking at you with very dirty looks. Like the look is, it's as if the look is saying, "What are you doing here?"
I'm gonna stick my tongue out at them.
it's not you, it's me.
Oh,
I don't go out much, and this is why.
An
Wow.
older lady with one of her children looks at Boo, Sibo, and Simon and says, "Put on a charm! What's wrong with you? There's a pandemic going on. Put on a charm already."
no, I don't believe in that. That's
Why are you so public spirited? Like I love that you're so public spirited, but also why do you care so much? Why don't you just let us die?
yeah.
Maybe
'Cause
I
we
will.
are foreigners.
Maybe I will let you die. You're not from here. You don't know what we've been going through these last few weeks, these last few days. But if you don't wear a charm or you don't have garlic, you're just inviting more evil to Rakxe.
Do you have any that you could give us if it matters so much?
No, go buy one in the town square. What's wrong with you? And with a huff, she takes her child and starts leaving in the opposite direction.
Total Karen.
Yeah. I was gonna make a joke about masks, but it
Yeah.
didn't really work.
Would have been good.
The party does notice that 2 has a blue charm and 2 didn't get yelled at.
Okay, maybe we can jury rig something cheap. God.
Yeah, I don't really want to I really don't care about the charm. It's probably fake. This town does believe in some of the goofiest nonsense. No offense, Toe. I was not talking about your religion. I was talking about all the weird folklore.
Yeah, like any religion that can resurrect people cannot.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
Goofy nonsense.
Yeah, but like the ghosts.
Thank you.
And like the vampires and like the sea lady, the green sea lady, that's dumb. That probably doesn't exist.
It's questionable. That's what I would say.
Yeah.
Yes,
I think for our public health and like going around town for sake of it, I think we should purchase or get it from, perhaps the Red Inn that we were staying at.
Yeah.
Well, they might have some.
I don't think we actually need real charms. We just need stuff that looks like charms. So
yeah.
If I have like a necklace or anything, then I can wear that. Anyway.
That is true.
We'll figure something out.
I suggest we eat, because food does not consume nor buy itself.
Let's do that. Where?
Yeah. We can go back to the inn and see if they have any food.
I know, but that stuff's expensive. Is there anywhere cheaper around here?
Cheaper than 1 silver?
Oh.
You want to eat dirt?
Fine. We'll go back to the inn.
I'm not opposed to eating dirt, but Simon,
did you pick up any raw cabbages from Rakxe's house the prior night?
We could go for some rat. There's plenty of that.
We have pumpkins. Maybe we can trade pumpkins. Anyway, all right, yeah. Let's go back to the inn. Let's go back to
the inn.
All right, so it's now around 10:30. You're at the inn. You notice Emerin is sitting at a table, kind of gossiping with Rukavinta, and not so many other guests in the inn this morning. It seems relatively quiet. You notice Oken, the steward, in the back, and Dez, another steward that you've seen before, but you don't notice the harpist elf that sang a song and was talking to you all the other day.
All right. Well, food. So, excuse me, Rukavinta. I'm really sorry to interrupt. Hello, Emerin. How are you doing? We are extraordinarily hungry, and we were wondering if it would be possible for you to get some food from the kitchen.
Yes, we can absolutely do that. So, grab a seat. We'll get you some parsnip soup.
Okay.
I'm sure it'll be lovely. Anybody having need with that?
Yeah, I'll take some.
Thanks.
Okay, so it's 1 silver to anyone having soup, and it's 2 silvers to anybody having a mead on top of that.
Just the soup, please.
All right. Fighter, Boo.
Yup.
Soup and mead.
Soup and mead.
Mr. Ranger Sibo, is it soup or soup and mead?
Just soup for now, please.
Rukavinta looks you up and down, Toe, and says, and I don't think you're staying here. You're friends with all these 3?
Yeah, but I mean, doesn't your kitchen cater to everybody? After all, you do have those absolutely smashing parties.
I live at the monastery. I'm studying there, and you likely don't see me around much.
Oh.
I'm Toe.
I'm Rukavinta. I'm the innkeeper. Good to meet you, I guess. You decided to stay in Rakxe. You're one of the unusual ones, huh?
Yes, I found a temporary home at the monastery.
Wonderful. Well, are you hungry? You want some soup?
No, thank you. I've already eaten this morning.
All right. Well, all 4 of you can go find a seat. I'll be right back. So Emerin and Rukavinta are now kind of like gossiping in very hushed tones. Emerin has already winked at Sibo twice. And Oken, the steward, comes back out and plops the meads and soups on the table and says, "Enjoy, everybody. Bon appetit."
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Vinta.
Sibo's gonna walk to Emerin in a very slow fashion.
He just wanted to come. He just wanted to come back to life to get a date.
And Emerin starts giggling and says, "Morning, Sibo. I was just talking about you."
What were you talking about, me?
You know, about the nice time we had last night. I was telling Rukavinte here how friendly you are.
This is killing me.
Well, thank you. And guess what happened? Meanwhile, I had since the last time I saw you. Guess what happened?
I don't know what happened. Why don't you tell me?
It's a long story, but essentially, I was dead and somehow revived this morning. And the first thing that came into my mind was that
Don't say it
I
wasn't
forgot
you.
to say goodbye to you if I were to be dead. So I was afraid of it. So I'm glad to see your face in here.
My word. We need to cherish every possible moment we have.
You
No,
come back to Simp.
it was just it was extraordinary experience that I just cannot put into words. And then I didn't realize just that that date that I had with you was so significant in my subconscious that that I was so sad that I didn't get to say goodbye, and you're in front of me. So, and
He reaches
Sibo
his
just
arms out
kinda-
to give you a hug.
and Sibo hugs back with choked up voice.
He says, "Oh, sweet one. I had no idea."
I had no idea this would happen to me, but it has happened, and somehow things have changed.
Oh, listen, I'm almost done having my tea with Rukavinte. You should come to my shop straight after, and we should spend some time while we have it.
I would very much like that.
All right,
So I'll see you at the shop,
I'll see you at the shop. And he gives you a kiss on the forehead.
and kisses back.
So with a rush from outside, a guard walks in. A guard that Boo recognizes from the morning investigation. A guard named Belfew, who starts communicating very rapidly with Rukavinte in a foreign language you've never heard before. Belfew.
Oh, can I cast comprehend languages, please?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Oh, I need a pinch of salt and salt, but I think
You have it.
Yeah, okay.
You have it in your component pouch.
All right, and it'll last for an hour. So yeah.
Belfew says very rapidly to Rukavinte, Je suis très désolé, madame, mais j'ai des nouvelles très importantes pour vous. À cause de la meurtrier d'Igam ce matin, nous commençons ce soir le confinement. Les personnes qui ont des chambres ici doivent rester jusque le matin. Demain, nous commençons une règle pour marcher dehors. On doit porter une chambre bleue, un collier d'ail. On peut sortir pour faire les courses, acheter des fruits et des légumes pour pêcher, pour collecter des paquets au bureau de poste, mais c'est tout. Ça, c'est le message direct de Mademoiselle Captain Oku. Avez-vous des questions? Rukavinte shrugs her head no, and Belfew, in a rush, leaves the building.
So what did he? I know Cat knows what he said, but what did he say?
Heard. I understood.
Cat does,
that.
but Toe doesn't.
Right.
Toe
Out of
doesn't
character,
understand
understood
anything,
it
so
as
he
that.
has nothing to say.
Simon, did you understand any of that garbage?
I did. Just hold on a second. I gotta wait for it to come through. I have a very slow mind.
Yeah. Just like a loading bar above your head.
Yeah.
Poe is intrigued, and he stands up and walks over to Rugavinta. Excuse me.
Rukavinta says, yes.
May I ask, did that guard just say something that pertains to us?
No. You? No. Your friends? Maybe.
Okay. Thank you. And he walks back and tells the group.
Pretty much there's a curfew, and we will not be allowed to go inside at night unless we have a blue charm or a Netflix of garlic. And even if you have them, people's movements is constrained.
Lame.
But I mean, it makes total sense though. Like, so pretty much we got a curfew.
It makes sense, but it's like doesn't help.
Considering what has happened this past a day or two, I say we just go with the flow of the whole town. It's, you've been to jail, I went to hell and back, and Boo, you got hurt pretty bad from all those rats. So I would suggest that we just, lay low. Yes, go with the flow and not be distinguished, not be, out so much.
And yes.
Okay. So we have, I think it wasn't a like specific time. It was like sunset, I guess, when it gets dark. So I think to be safe, what time? It's summer, right? Like, well, hold on. What time is it for? Like, what season is it right now?
It's springtime.
Springtime. Okay. So sun will probably set sometime around like 7 or 8. So to be safe, we should be in by like 6.
Okay.
Rukavinta kind of shouts at your group and says, "Hey, some of you don't have the charms or the garlic. You should probably get some immediately."
Yeah.
You got any garlic on hand?
No, we do not have any garlic on hand.
How much are they?
Except what I'm wearing right now, and you can't have it.
How much are they?
I'll sell mine for 15,000 gold. How about that?
No, I meant how much are they at the stores?
I don't know. I don't shop there. My people do that for me.
Okay. Or a blue charm. How much do blue charms cost?
I don't know.
I'm not sure. I was given
My guess
this
is
one.
that they're pretty cheap.
Okay.
They sell them everywhere. You'll see them in the town square. You'll see people walking up and down the docks selling, get your charms. I mean, they're all over this town.
Alright, have we finished eating yet?
Ebo is still slurping his soup since he didn't start until talking to Emerin, so he got back, started slurping slowly.
So this group has already paid up their hotel for this evening, so there's no additional money that needs to be exchanged between you and Rukavinta.
Okay.
Yes. Nick's paid all 16, and no one paid her back.
Yeah. So it's kind of around 11 o'clock now, almost 11:30. Getting to be midday. Emerin steps up to leave, and he says to Sibo, "I'll see you later, sweet one."
I'll see you, tall one.
Oh, sweet one.
And make sure to get a charm before you come see me. I don't want to be walking around with someone who's charmless.
Yeah, let's go to the main square and see if we can get it.
All of you. I highly recommend getting a charm.
Look, I have
We'll
enough
definitely
charisma
get some
to be charming.
charms.
I have enough charisma to be charming. I'm fine, don't need it, but I'll probably have to get one anyway.
Yeah.
Rukavinta yells at you. Rukavinta
Boo.
yells in your direction and says, "You know what? I'm going to have a new rule starting tonight. Anyone who goes to the Red Eye must have a charm to come inside. Wouldn't that be great? It'll make us much more safe."
Yeah. Sounds great. We're going to the main square anyway to get some. So don't make your rule because of us.
No, it's for everybody in this town, not just you. But I think that's a wise idea to get some charms now.
I guess we'll go buy charm. I'm gonna start heading out to the main place to buy one.
Yes, I'm going with Boo. And
Okay. Toe, Sibo.
Yep,
Yes.
Groove is exiting.
Going along.
Okay. So you make your way back to the main intersection and walk north to the town square. Again, you don't see that many people out. But you do notice a couple people saying with like tons of bracelets on their wrists and arms and garlic collars around their neck, and they're kind of whispering almost like, "Shh, charms over here."
how much does it cost to buy one?
3 coppers.
3 coppers.
Oh, 3 coppers? Oh, that's easy. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll buy one.
Okay. So the guy hands you one. Simon, takes your 3
Okay.
coppers.
I do not want to put it on yet, but I'll hold on to it for now.
Yeah, I'll buy one and hold on to it.
Debo buys one and then immediately puts it in his neck.
Guy says, "Want anything else?"
No, thank you.
What else do you have?
Secrets.
Secrets.
What kind of secrets?
You pay me, I tell you.
I mean, can I know first?
No, that's why it's a secret.
No, but I mean, like, the topic. Because, like, you could be giving me secrets to life or secrets how to make a good souffle. Like, I need to know what kind of secrets you're giving.
Isn't life a gamble?
Okay, well, at least how much are your secrets?
1 gold.
Yeah, nah, screw you. That's... For a secret, that could just be, here's my secret, like, I don't know, here's the squash I keep behind my walls that are secret. That's a dumb price. Anyway. Yeah. Wait, how about, okay, would you take it for...
Toe wanted to make an insight check
Okay, go ahead.
to see if he's got a secret or is trying to scam them.
That's a perception check, actually. To understand the true intentions
Oh,
of a person
perception
is
check.
perception, yeah.
Yes. Okay. Then. That is... It's a nat 14 plus whatever modifier I have, but the page is loading.
Yes, please tell me the modifier.
I would like to. That's plus 3, which makes it a 17.
Okay, you needed that. This person is telling you... This person does have a secret about a part of town you have not yet visited.
Okay, look, man. How about I pay for your secret in a performance? I could perform for you, and then you'll give me my secret.
He starts to sigh and says, "Listen, 1 gold or I walk."
Oh, what's your name?
Seal.
Seal?
Seal!
Seal.
Like the animal
I'm
that
sorry.
likes to lie down on the beach.
Never heard of them.
My
No.
name? Simon.
Never heard of them.
Never
They're
heard
all
of
over the place
are
in
you talking
central
about?
Virlinia.
Nah,
They have whiskers and fins.
Yeah, still don't know.
You don't know what?
He's just
Sheltered
knocked
life.
out.
You must have had a sheltered life.
Toe pulls out a gold piece and hands it to Seal.
He calls you over and
Please.
whispers to you a secret. Trust that the secret is true. And with that, Seal turns around and disappears.
Yo, Toe, what'd he say? I need to know what the secret is.
I'm not sure who this pertains to, but Seal said that someone will lie to us today. He said to you. So I don't know if it's me or
He was
us in
totally
general.
talking about himself.
That's probably me.
And he says someone you have not yet met.
Oh.
So,
Will lie to us today.
and it's about a different part of town. So,
Wait, so it's about it? Yeah. That seemed legit to you?
yeah, definitely.
Okay. You're a pretty spiritual one, so I'm gonna Huh.
Okay, we'll keep in mind and move along. So, what's our plan now?
It's around noon.
Yeah.
We need to either go to Oku or check out that murder space. Why did you kill all those rats? Why did you go near them?
Oh, well, we set it on fire. Well, I mean, I set it on fire, so it's all gone now.
Wait, Pooh, what about that shiny object that we saw near the rats? Did you find what it was? Did you find out about it?
I don't think I did. No.
I mean, I'm sure you were pretty busy and torn
I
up
was
after Nix and I died, and then you were swarmed by rats. So how about we go back there as a group to be safe?
Alright, fine by me.
Okay.
So we're gonna hold off on burying Nix until later.
Yeah.
Okay.
It will be good in Monastery, so I think we should go check out the remains of the rats and then investigate more, since, you know, it's also where I died, so I'm curious to see what happened there.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
It'll be life-changing.
So you notice, by the way, the party notices a pathway they have not taken before that goes directly east from the town square all the way to the docks.
We can also take that, which has so kindly popped up at an opportune time.
Yeah, it would be a really nice shortcut, rather than the route that you have been taking, which goes back to the Raven Queen and past the guardhouse to the poor docks, and then to the rich docks, and then to the poor docks. Instead, you could just take this passageway directly to the position in between the rich docks and the poor docks.
Let's go there.
Maybe that's the new place that, you know, someone's supposed to lie to us for.
Yeah.
Or,
Let me lead.
I love
Okay.
being lied to.
okay, you take the way, Toe.
Yes. Do so.
Lead us towards salvation or whatever your religion believes in.
So as
The path to
Toe leads the
salvation.
party down this street, you see a tall dwarf in a white leather coat and a whole bunch of pockets, fussing about with his pockets, walking toward you. And he waves, and he says, "Well, hey, party! How's it going?"
Hi.
Hello, Tomek.
Oh,
Tomek.
Thomas.
What's up?
So much has been going on today. I don't know, did you hear the news about Eike?
Yes.
Yes.
I did.
Something got her, and she's one of the Red Angels. I can't figure it
How
out.
did
Wow.
you convert?
Captain Oku told me that
And
a red cape and a beard, a dwarf beard, was hidden in her hut. She was dressing up as a boy.
Interesting.
What I can't figure out is, what would a poor fisherwoman have in common with Captain Gemos? This is the part I can't figure out.
Why?
You know what I think it is? I think it's Patasola.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe Eike was fishing one day and she came across one of Patasola's shedded skins on the beach. Which means Eike knows where she lives. And she took it back to Gemos when he was still alive, and he investigated it and realized that Patasola is real. That's what I suspect.
I think it's a very plausible theory.
I don't know. No one has any time to go investigate those islands right now on account of the murders.
Yeah.
I mean, you could just send like some adventurers out there. Not saying that I would do it, but
Would you do it? But would you do it?
If you paid me.
Would you would do it, wouldn't you, Boo?
If you paid me.
I mean, I don't have any money. I just have all kinds of weird toys in my house.
Well, if you could give us more of those weird toys, I think we would be partial to...
Yeah, never say that again.
He whips out the wand from last night and says, Simon, I'll remember you.
Oh.
You sure you want to play with old Sonic?
Look, you know...
Not with your weird toys.
You do not realize how badly you... You know what? I would appreciate it if you would not cast any spells without my consent on me in the future. Fine.
Anyway, I noticed y'all have the charms on today. What's that about?
Well, what isn't it about? What's wrong with it?
I mean, I got mine on, but you didn't have yours yesterday.
There's a new curfew, and you must wear charms to go outside.
Yep.
I did not know this. I better talk to the captain.
Yeah.
But I do have some news for y'all. I don't know if anyone's told you yet, but Rakxe is having a party tomorrow night.
Really?
That.
Yeah.
Can we get invitations?
I bet you could.
Cool.
Where could you get them?
I bet you could on account of working with the captain, because the captain's invited.
I see.
Mm-hmm. But the thing is, he's been telling people, anyone who goes to that party cannot wear garlic and cannot wear a charm. And it's going to be in a confined space in his ballroom. Old Sonic did not get an invitation, but I'm pretty sure Captain Oku is going to be going.
Alright.
Have you met Rakxe yet?
We
No.
have not had the pleasure.
He's a silly man.
Silly.
Yeah, and I would know silly.
Why is he silly?
Just the way that he thinks money runs everything. He does not have a really good sense of what life should really be about.
I see.
So, he's a bit
Maybe.
silly.
People in his position suffer from similar delusions.
Well, if you decide to go, that might be your chance to meet Syndra.
Oh yeah, that's one of the people we need to meet.
Yeah. The most
Maybe
beautiful,
she's the one to lie.
the most beautiful bachelorette in Rakxe.
Do you think they'd have some sort of coat room so you can drop off your charms as you go
I'm sure of
in?
it. I'm sure of it. I'm absolutely sure of it.
Cool.
Alright.
Well, I'm down for this party. Could
Well, yeah.
maybe it could even help us solve the murder.
That's
Well,
tonight.
murder is plural.
I have no idea, but you better get an invitation before you go.
Yeah, good point. We can't just crash it. We'll get thrown out.
Yeah,
I
he's
mean-
got a lot of guards, a lot of bodyguards.
Oh.
Hmm.
Okay.
Well, thank you, Tomek. Anything else we can help with?
Can't rightly think of anything right now. I mean, that's kind of a lot for this morning, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you did have any
Right.
time, I suggest you go back to the port docks and see if you can find anything else. I investigated this morning after Oku's people left, and all I could find were ashes and all these rats.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
bad. Sorry about that. I didn't clean up after myself, but nah.
That was you.
Are you though?
I'm not, but yeah, that was me.
Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah, sorry, not sorry. They kind
Boo.
of killed my
Apparent-
friend.
Boo, was it you
Apparently-
that set that hut on fire?
Perhaps.
Yeah.
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 Depends how much you're willing to pay for that information.
I mean, luckily, the elf that lived there didn't die. She had already escaped Rakxe, but her house will not be here when she comes back.
If she comes back, yes.
Yeah,
If she comes
back.
exactly. But if she
Well-
had any secrets to hide, I don't know about it. Maybe you four could find out and let me know, or let the captain know.
Potentially we can find out.
Yes. Hopefully.
We can investigate. We were headed just that way.
All right. Well, I'll leave y'all to your business. Good luck.
Thank you.
Okay.
Alright,
And
Tomek.
if everything goes well, maybe you should stop by my house tomorrow and I have some other toys.
Thank you.
You're rightly welcome. Hey,
Thank you.
by the way, what happened to that other gnome you were with yesterday? The cute one, the nice one, the smart one.
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about that. I'm good.
Ilmater shelters her soul now.
She's dead.
My goodness. I just met her. What happened?
Yeah, the rats happened.
Killed by rats.
Murdered by rats.
Murdered by rats.
Perhaps you can stop by Monastery to say goodbye.
I will do that right now. Thank you so much for telling me where she is, or where her body is. Her memory will stay with us.
It sure will. Thanks, Tomek.
All right, I'll
Praise
let
be to
y'all go.
Ilmater.
And praise be to Ilmater. I'll let y'all go.
Praise be to myself.
Also, interesting side possibility. Have we considered that maybe all these people, these red angels who are getting murdered, are actually getting murdered by, like, you know, like the stuff that's been attacking us, some frequency?
The rats and stuff.
The rats, the giant, like,
The
hands.
grass.
Yeah,
Well, what did the bodies look like?
I don't remember. I was
One-
not present.
One was in a cage, right? And it was in the big cage, and it was like charred.
Yeah.
And someone threw them into the water.
Yep.
So, yeah, that's probably not giant rats. Although those giant rats could be smart
They could
and
be.
bipedal and human shaped.
In the meantime, Toe continues leading the party towards the docks.
Yeah, let's go to the docks.
The party gets to the docks. You see the port docks to the north, and you can see the smoldering flame still coming out of the hut that was on fire this morning. You can also see Egam's hut directly north of you, where some party members were this morning investigating. And there's even more of the city that you haven't explored yet to the north. So, what do you do?
Should we just
Why don't we try to find that shiny object that we saw initially?
Okay,
And
that-
I
was
also
that
would
body?
like to. I would also like to investigate the remains of the burning hut and the rat corpses, perhaps.
Okay.
I'll go investigate
So-
the hut as well.
So, do we see anything shiny around here?
Yes, Sibo, you think you have detected something shiny in the ground, the same object that Boo had detected in the ground. And it is it's charred, like it's been burnt, but it looks like it is half of a silver necklace. The part of the necklace that is this half is the front part, and the design on the amulet is that of a scorpion. So you have half of a scorpion on a necklace, so a silver necklace. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, let's not touch it until we... Or you know what? We're all gonna die anyway. Someone might as well go grab it.
Fair point.
Hey, as long as giant rats don't happen, I ain't scared of necklace.
So Sibo picks it up.
Giant mice
Yes.
next.
All right. So Sibo pockets the necklace. It smells like rotting wood and burnt wood where you are, and the rat bodies are kind of like smelling really awful in the midday sun. They're kind of like baking in the midday sun. It really smells awful where you are right now.
Great.
So Sibo walks towards the corpse and then the hut with his nose and mouth covered with his left hand.
Okay, so you walk towards the hut. The roof has completely burnt off. The front door has burnt off. The whole right side of the house is burnt off. And you can basically see the entire floor plan of the house. There's the charred remains of a bed and a nightstand, some bowls and cups and spoons and knives and things like that, and a pile of what looks to be like burnt rags and clothing.
So I'm gonna carefully walk into the hut, and then I am going to use my right hand to go through the rubbles and investigate what's left of it.
Can you and anybody else helping you make a perception check?
Sure, I will help too. So.
Okay.
So we'll tow.
Yeah, I'll help too.
Everybody's helping.
14.
Perception. Oh, never mind. That's a 5.
Alright, hold on.
7.
I have to get nice out. Oh, nice. I got an 18.
Simon, you detect there to be a trap door underneath the bed, but you do not have a crowbar that would allow you to get access to this. But you can definitely see the outline of a panel that would lead you to the basement.
Hey, I could use my short sword that I got from fighting the goblins to try to open it. Yeah.
Okay, could you make a dexterity check, Boo?
Yeah.
Kind of use it as a lever and pry it open?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is 18 on my dex check.
And with a very swift and tender move, Boo uses the sword as a lever, and the trap door pops open, and you see a rope ladder dropping you down to another floor below. Those of you with dark vision can see the floor below, but the other party members cannot see the ground from here.
Before we go in, we all have dark vision, don't we?
I don't know if I do.
I don't think Simon does.
Yeah, I don't think I do.
Okay. So Simon is the only one that does not have dark vision?
Yeah. So, do you have a torch?
Hold on,
You have a
I got
torch
lights.
on you?
You don't have to worry about that.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah. Let's see.
Is it a cantrip or a spell, Simon?
It's a cantrip. I make something glow for a period of time. Let's see. Cantrip light. Yep, it's a cantrip.
Yeah, it's just you can target something and it radiates dim light for a bit.
Yes.
Simon, you target. Where are you sending the light?
You know what? I have that quarterstaff of mine.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So I'll light the quarterstaff.
Okay. So you light up the quarterstaff. It's kind of like a lightsaber.
Yeah,
and when you stick it into the hole, it illuminates the room enough that you can now see what all the other party members can see, which is that it looks like some sort of sewing room with scrolls that contain designs for masks, capes, dresses, and things like this. You also see a pile of fabric in a neatly folded pile that seems to be untouched by any fire or anything like this. If anything, these objects might have absorbed the smell of the smoke, but they haven't fallen apart or anything like that.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Is this fabric red?
Fabric is red, yeah.
Did any of you explore that other murder site this morning?
I did.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Do you see anything in common between this one and the other?
So this room, Sibo looks around and then sort of pieces everything together and realizes that this can be the room that the Red Angel's capes were made. Is that something that I can do, Matt?
You can make an investigation check. And
That's
Sibo, you can
10.
do it with advantage. You can roll twice and take the higher number.
I got 14.
Sibo, based on your analysis of the information, it seems like your hypothesis could be supported. That perhaps this room was where the costumes were made, and Egum had a similar room under her hut where the dress forms were kept. So either Egum was using both of these rooms, or Egum was working with somebody who is no longer living in this hut.
Have you been suspecting anyone else?
So first of all, whose hut is this? Does anybody know?
Egum's, right?
Yeah.
No, this
one's not
isn't
Egum's.
Egum's hut.
This is the
hut of
neighboring
an
one.
elf.
That's right, it's the neighbor of
Okay.
Egum.
Really? Okay.
And remember,
Because-
Simon never investigated Egum's hut, so this is new to Simon.
So what should we do with all of this? Like, should we tell Oku about it?
Might as
Have
well.
her-
Simon, I think you should check for magic, maybe, or
That spell.
or
Yeah,
how
that was-
about
that
you
was
look
me.
around the scroll, because there are some scrolls. Besides sewing things and materials, I see scrolls. Can you check that out?
I can detect magic and good and evil.
Yeah, detecting some magic would be helpful in this moment.
I agree.
Okay. I will do that then.
Okay, go ahead,
So-
Toe.
Toe casts detect magic with his hands, like
Mhm.
in the symbol of Ilmater.
You detect a few things surrounding you that are magic, including a ceremonial dagger in Boo's pack, some arrows in Sibo's pack, and the half of an amulet that is also in Sibo's pack.
And he conveys this to the party.
Okay.
Where did you get that dagger? Just out of curiosity.
Dude gave it to us. But
Comic gave it to
Tom
us.
gave it to us. Funky Toy Man.
That's unsurprising. He's got so many
Yeah.
cool things.
We should definitely call him Funky Toy Man from now on.
Yeah, his name is Funky Toy Man.
And
So-
could I detect anything?
I was about to say, Toe, you also determined that the magic on the amulet comes from the school of conjuration.
Oh.
Oh. If this amulet, whose magic comes from the school of conjuration, were activated, it would be within reason that it could conjure up a bunch of giant rats.
That does make sense. What caused
Yeah.
the giant rats in the first place?
This amulet? Can Toe make an insight investigation, some kind of connection check?
You're trying to make a connection that would be an investigation check.
Okay.
Mhm.
So rolls a 12.
You're not quite sure, Toe, about if there is a connection. There might be a connection, but if there is, you're not quite sure what it is.
It's still a hypothesis, though.
Can anybody else check for it?
I'll check for it. That's investigation.
Yeah.
Intelligence. Okay, that's a 13. I don't.
Same result.
You know,
Same
I think
result.
I have an intelligence boost. So let me
I do too. I just rolled an 11.
badly.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it wasn't too bad.
Let's roll. Okay, I got a 17.
Simon, tell me what question you're trying to answer.
Whatever the question is that Toe was originally asking.
Well, but I'm asking you to phrase it in your words.
I can't remember what the question is.
Well, I'd like you to phrase it in your words.
Okay,
Come up with something.
Simon, what would we want at this? What questions do we have at this point?
Oh, right, okay. Did the amulet cause the rats? Is that the question we're asking? Please tell me.
Okay, so
We knew that it did, but we haven't proved that it has yet.
you use it. So you just did an ability check. You do know that it is possible. However, if it's only half an amulet, it wouldn't work by itself. It would need the other half.
Okay. That was not the question, was it?
I don't know.
That was the question.
No, that was the
the
question,
question.
Okay, good.
So you did
sorry.
learn something. Yes.
Yes.
You learned something useful. Yes.
I have a question. So can we do investigation check only once on single object?
Well, if you can do it on more than once, if there's more than one like pairing or grouping of information that you're sorting through.
I would like to check for investigation on who this may have been belonging to.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
I only got 4.
You have no
Somebody
idea.
else?
Probably a fisher.
Somebody else?
Yeah, I'll do it. Investigation to figure out who this could have belonged to. That's a 13.
Boo thinks it could be anybody. Maybe a fisher.
Dang.
Maybe a vagrant.
Can I go check the scrolls to see what's in those?
Oh yes, I'd like to look at those too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the scrolls are like designs to be used for fashion. So
Okay,
like
that's what
dress
I
forms, pockets,
Is there any finished
hats.
clothes in here? Is there anything that's finished that's actually made?
Any finished garments in this room? No.
Like
Do
I
we
Fabric,
see
yes.
any feathers?
In this room, yeah, you see a few feathers. They look like
And
they
are
might be
they
red feathers. They look like they are red
Okay.
feathers, in fact.
All
This
right.
might
Okay.
be useful evidence for the group to take with them to the captain, or something,
Or should we have? Let's not touch it.
or lead the
We don't
captain
wanna
here,
get
something.
Blamed. We don't want to get blamed by Captain
Yeah,
Oku to
we
actually wear them. So why don't we have someone guard here? If
I
you-
can guard.
Oh, you can? Okay, because I was gonna volunteer because I. am
Wait,
not-
what class are you, Toe?
I'm a paladin.
Oh, okay, yeah, you'll guard.
Okay.
So
and then-
how about me and Boo go to find Captain Oku, and perhaps we can guide them to the site.
Yeah.
All right.
So we're gonna make an exit.
Yeah, we're gonna head over to
Okay.
Captain Oku.
So it's going to take about 15-20 minutes for you to walk all the way back to the guardhouse. Toe and Simon, anything else you're going to do during this time?
We can chat. I don't know.
We can. Toe would also like to investigate more around the outside of the house, especially around the base of around like the walls, like directly outside.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
And is investigation, I suppose, which is
Well, it depends. Are you just looking to find something new? That would be perception. But investigation means you're putting the pieces together.
no, just looking to find something new.
Right, so that's perception.
Okay, and I mean, in the meantime, do you have any questions for me, Simon?
Well, I mean, you're an extremely interesting person. I don't know. Aside,
Thank you.
Like what have you? Oh, right, theology. Okay, what's the deal with the Ilmater, or is what's the
Ilmater?
principles? Yes, of Ilmater.
Mater from Cards.
11 perception.
You don't find anything interesting or new, Toe.
Okay. Well, would it help you to know how I became a follower of his?
Not really. I gotta be honest. with
Okay.
you. I mean, I'd love to hear it, and if you want to tell me it now, sure. But in terms of like learning the theology, I don't think it would be very helpful. But I'd love to hear about it. Like it does. I'm interested.
So the two of you have some conversation about your interest in these topics. By the time that Boo and Sibo get to the guardhouse, and you see the two afternoon guards standing outside, and they call out to you, "Hey!"
Hey, we're back.
Hi, we would like to see Captain Oku. Is she inside?
He is inside, and she's been looking for you, Sibo.
All right. Can we enter, or do we need to wait for her approval?
You don't need an appointment. Come on in, both of you.
Okay.
Okay.
Ooh.
So we're
Guard
going.
yells upstairs and says, "Captain Oku! Captain Oku! Sibo and Boo are here." Oku comes down with a page and says to the two of you, we have our hands very full today and so much to talk about. Where should we start?
We should probably start on what we just found.
Yeah, tell me.
Yeah, we found a room under, it was like a secret basement area. It had some red feathers in it and sewing equipment with red clothing and stuff. Yeah. That's what we just found.
Yeah, we have found some potential evidence towards red angels in the basement of the neighboring hut, and I didn't want to tamper with it, so I was wondering if you would accompany us to the site, and maybe we can investigate together. Would that be okay?
We will do that immediately. Thank you so much.
And on our way there, perhaps we can update each other on what we have learned pertaining to what's going on in this town in general.
This is excellent. This is very good work, the two of you. Where is your gnome friend, by the way? Nyx.
God, stop mentioning Nyx.
She was so helpful this morning.
Nyx is dead, killed by rats. I want to stop explaining this.
Oh my goodness.
Sibo puts hand on Boo and say, "It's okay, I'll take it from here," and explains that there was a rat battle where I was dead and somehow I was revived in the monastery, and Nyx was a little far too gone to be back with us, but her body is in monastery, and perhaps Captain Oku can have an opportunity later on the day to visit.
I'll need to go over to the monastery to chat with the rector over there. That is some terrible news.
Yeah, a lot has happened this last 24 hours, and we don't even know how to describe all the extent of it, but first things first, let's go to the site.
Well, listen, I wanted to give you all something special, including to Nyx, but maybe I can't do that now. And she reaches in her pocket and pulls out a series of pins with kind of like a pink coral color, and she says, "This is for you, Sibo, and for you, Boo, and also for Nyx. I'd like to be able to hire you as junior investigators to help us understand what's going on with these murders. It pays 8 silvers a day, and if you're willing to work with us and continue to share information, we'd kind of like to hire you out for this particular service."
Yeah, and then we actually have 2 other members in our party who can also help with the investigating, so I would like pins for them if that's a possibility.
2 other members, but Nyx is dead.
Simon, the jailed one.
And no, I don't know about Simon.
Simon, the one that I was, the one that's I'm bodyguarding for.
Yeah, don't know if you're bodyguard. And we just let him out of jail this morning, so to go from jailbird, convict, to investigator is probably not happening under my watch.
So Sibo's gonna try to persuade Captain Oku.
Okay, make a persuasion check. Good luck.
21.
What did you say, 1?
21.
21. Captain Oku says, She kind of digs her heels a little bit and says, I'm going to need to talk to this Simon again and set him on a very small quest to prove his honesty. And if he passes that test, I would consider hiring him as a junior investigator, but not until he has passed that test. You can send him that message for me, Sibo.
Well, you can talk to him in person because we're going to the site and then he is actually at the site. So apparently his experience in jail has him humbled a lot. And that experience really transformed Simon, which comes to very surprise in my knowledge, considering how cocky and careless he was.
Can you make another persuasion check, Sibo?
Really send Simon out.
Sibo is laying it on thick, trying to paint a very nice picture.
15.
Captain Oku is slightly convinced by this, Sibo, and says, because you've been so honest with me, I am more inclined to believe you, but I also need to see it with my own eyes. So let's go together to this hut and see what we can discover before we make any further arrangements.
That will be fair. And also, I'm gonna inform Captain Oku about To, our new member of the party, who's been very helpful. Yeah. Also, very helpful in my resurrection.
Oku says, I know a little bit about To. To seems like a good man. Perhaps I would be willing to consider To for this service as well. Let's head over there to the docks together. Let me get a few more guards to come with me, and we will sort this all out.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you for advancing our investigation.
Yeah.
And thank you for not destroying the evidence.
Why would we destroy the evidence?
So
ignore the fire. Ignore the fire. Ignore the fire.
Ooh, calm down.
So Oku has made it back with 2 other guards. I'd like to grant all party members 25 experience points.
Solid. For
finding this evidence and not destroying it. That was very smart, all those decisions. The town's guard collects the evidence, wraps it up to prepare it to bring back to the guardhouse. This is Oku's first time having a longer conversation with Simon and To since I guess previous day, and she describes this special service, and she says to To, because I trust you and Rector Piotr, I'd like to also hire you as well to join our special investigation team. Are you interested?
I would be honored. Thank you, Captain Oku.
You're welcome. Praise be to Ilmater.
Praise be to Ilmater.
As for you, Simon, I'd like you to come back to my office around dinner time this evening. I have a proposition for you. You see, your friend Sibo has vouched for you. And for me to consider an entire 180 from talking about murder last night to then vacating our premises this morning to then having me hire you to be a co-investigator, that is quite a leap in judgment that I would only be willing to make if you partake a special quest for me.
I'd be happy to partake the special quest, but I would not expect you under any circumstances to hire me as an investigator of any sort. Even if I do the quest, I would not expect you to hire me as an investigator. So, I'm happy to do the quest and proposition for you, but really, I mean, I can't imagine any world in which you would want to hire me.
This is, in fact, a very humble response. I would like to speak with you further this evening, Simon.
Once again, I'm happy to do the quest.
Well, I'll see you this evening.
Yes, you as well.
Anything else we need to know here, investigators?
Not really, no.
So Sibo pulls out the shiny object, the necklace that we found as a group, and asks Oku or the other guards to see if they know anything about this necklace.
Oku has a look at the object and says, I have some ideas. I might want to talk to Tomek about this, but my guess is that this thing could be conjuring other sorts of beasts or animals or forces, perhaps the kind that have been attacking local townsfolk. But what's odd is that it seems to be half of an amulet and not an entire amulet. Furthermore, there are some rust marks and stains telling me that this object has been left in the ground for quite some time, possibly more than a few months. And I don't know who would have left this object, or who would have abandoned this object.
Do you remember when this kind elf who lived here left town?
I think not too... Ooh, that is a great question. I would say it was sometime after the Red Angels began their vigilantism.
So it's no more than like couple weeks.
Could be. Ever since the Red Angels were causing havoc on foreigners, this elf decided to leave because she was a foreigner.
Could Toe make an investigation check to see if he can connect the amulet to the elf's leaving?
Yes, go ahead. Oh, good idea.
And meanwhile, I want to clarify. So the necklace that we found, it has a char on it. It's not that because it was burnt that it became half.
That's correct.
So the originality of the amulet or the necklace itself was that it looked like an half.
No, not necessarily.
Okay, so it might the other half might have been burnt out. You mean?
Possibly.
Okay.
Whoops.
16.
My bad.
Toe, you are fairly confident that the amulet has no connection to the elf who left the hut.
From what he turns to Oku and says, from what I see of this amulet and of the possessions that she has in there, I highly doubt that this amulet was the elf's.
Oku says,
also, I was wondering, Captain Oku, you told me about these skeletons initially, chasing after people or, going around the town to make people be fearful. So I think skeletons showed up before the beasts even starting to happen. Is that true?
In the timeline, yes. Skeletons started to appear in the tin mines before things in town, like plants and scarecrows, started scaring and attacking people.
Gotcha.
That is true.
So we're at guardhouse right now?
No,
with
you're at
all the evidence?
The burnt hut right now. The hut that Boo burnt down.
Okay.
With the secret trapdoor.
Again, my bad.
Can Toe ask one of the guards to search the inside of the hut again and downstairs one more time, just to see if they missed anything weird?
The guards, yeah. The guards don't detect any additional pieces of information down there.
Okay.
Also,
go ahead.
Another question. So right now it's Boo, me, and Toe with the junior investigator pins, right?
Correct.
And how much was it that we earn each day?
8 silver a day.
8 silvers.
8 silver, okay.
That's pretty good. That's a good amount of silvers.
It's not bad.
Hey, that's like 8 meals at Red Inn.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so
So, are we going back to the guardhouse?
I mean, what's at the guardhouse though? Why would we need to go back to the guardhouse?
Because guards and Captain Oku have all the evidence, and they're gonna keep it safe, and then also store it in the guardhouse.
I mean,
As
she's got guards with her right now, so she could just like leave with guards and take the evidence.
Yeah.
Like she doesn't need us.
Okay,
Toad turns to Captain Oku and asks, "How would we be of most use for the rest of today?"
Oku says, I would continue investigating and talking to folks in town, paying particular attention to areas you have not explored yet.
Maybe areas with some liars in them.
Good idea.
Yeah. I also would like you all to know, I just spoke with my 2 men, and they told me the name of the elf who used to live here was Eike.
Eike.
Yes, she was known for making oars for the boats. And the guards tell me that she escaped Rakxe by going west. Nobody has seen her
and
for weeks.
One more thing. We heard there's a party at Rakxe's house tomorrow night. Would there be any way to go, just in case we could investigate something?
What do you propose?
Give us invitations and we can investigate the party.
Perhaps
thinks about it and says, I like the sound of this. Let me give you 2 options. 1, I asked Rakxe myself for additional invitations to imagine that you are all merchants from a northern Virlinian city, thinking to do some further business in town. That would be a good one, right, Simon? The other option would be that you could come with me and be my guards for the evening, and you could listen in on conversations. Either choice has its own advantages and disadvantages, but whatever you choose, I would like you to choose as a unit, because it will aid in your communication.
I see. If I remember correctly, though, you want me to come to speak with you this evening.
For a separate conversation, correct.
The party? Would I still attend the party?
Well, the party's tomorrow, and I'd like to speak with you today first.
Never mind. I keep forgetting the times of things. This happens in real life too.
Today is Montag.
Okay.
Okay, so I personally vote for the merchant idea.
Yeah, I like the merchant idea.
Really?
Because first of all, if Simon joins, it will be redemption for him. Second of all, I think being a merchant will be more able to investigate more rather than, apart from Captain Oku once we're in there. Because if we are her bodyguard, we'll be stationary with her at all times. So it will be difficult to move around and investigate individually. So I propose the merchant idea.
I gotta be honest with you that while normally I would the merchant idea, considering my past experience in this town, this town is not a place that appears to appreciate liars, and especially for someone as powerful as Rakxe, it might not be a good idea to go as something else.
Would it be alright if
I would totally go with the idea because of its obvious merits, but considering where we are now, I'd rather not be assassinated in the middle of the night instead of, getting thrown into jail.
I personally have a slight preference for being guards, and seeing as the party is split 2 and 2, could we just send the answer with Simon tonight?
Oku says, perhaps. But you do know we are going into confinement tonight, correct?
Yeah.
I was under the
True.
Yeah.
Starting
but
tonight,
if
people
we have
will
the-
not be allowed to be on the streets except for emergencies, like going for groceries and things like this. And everybody must wear a blue charm or garland.
So then, would you like me to come to your office prior to 6 o'clock, for instance?
Correct. Yes.
And would these new pins, which I thank you again for, would those allow us to go out? Would that make it emergency business?
Yes, it would.
All right.
So you have some options, actually. You could take the pin off and go undercover, or you could wear the pin and let it be known that you are working with me.
So I asked Captain Oku, so do we have to choose option A or B, or is there C possibly?
There
Well,
might be another option. I'll let
I
you
would-
continue thinking about it. I can get in
If
touch with
I might-
Rakxe very quickly, so you don't have to decide immediately.
Let's see. If I might suggest, Captain Oku, since I'm not working for you, and since I know that you think I'm a liar and whatnot, but I am actually interested in investing in this town, all things considered, because of how messed up it is. Because that will mean I'll have a great return on my investment. I could go as myself, and everyone else could go as whatever they, and I could be the merchant person, and everyone else could go as whatever they decide to go as.
I think, I think from gathering everybody's opinion, it seems like me and Simon going as a merchant, and perhaps Toe and Boo can be the guard,
I could
because I'm a gnome. I am very small, and I can be, I can move to places without getting seen as much in comparison to you all.
Yes.
So I think it will be beneficial for the investigation.
I could go as
And-
entertainment if they need someone to perform for them.
Entertainment.
Yeah, I'll be there, and
It's
then
true. You could.
That's not a bad idea, considering rich people like entertainment.
rich people do like entertainment, and I have a bag full of tricks that I can entertain them. Not literally.
I have just
That
realized
sounds good.
that if we are all off by ourselves, then it would be much harder to keep everything level and see what's going on in various places, and harder to schedule and arrange who's talking, who's doing what. So perhaps it would be a better idea for us to go as a group, just for the ease of all involved.
For the ease of the investigation, it does make sense for the four of you to decide together what the best option is for what you'd like to do.
I
Correct.
think if we all went together, though, it would be really weird to try to get information from people, because it would be like 4 random people come up to you and ask you random questions. That'd be a
We
bit
wouldn't be
awkward.
together all night. We would just come in together and be seen leaving together.
Correct.
Oh yeah, no, that makes that makes sense. That makes sense.
I could also introduce you as my guards, and so that would be an easy way for Rakxe to see that I've hired some temporary guards for the evening, being that his party is a special event. That would be a perfect lie.
That would, but
We would
we
also
have to.
be guards, right? We'd have to act as guards.
Correct. Listen, it's only around 12:30, 1 o'clock today, so you have some time to figure it out.
Okay,
And
we'll
I
let
can
you
get
know,
your answer
Captain.
tomorrow morning.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you very much. You've done a very good job helping us with this investigation.
Thank you, Captain.
Thank you.
All right, and be safe.
Be safe.
Praise be to
Ilmater.
Ilmater.
And as we see Captain Oku and her guards leaving, as a party, what do we do? So north is where we haven't been.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
More
Oh.
the northern part of the Poor Docks you haven't been yet.
let's go
Got
to
it.
the north, I guess.
Yes.
And how far is this place?
It's just a couple paces north, a minute or two of you, very close.
Okay, then I am voting yes for investigating.
Yeah, let's head out over there.
Okay.
But carefully, so if you detect something, let the party know, but let's not approach with the whim.
Alright.
So you,
Since I've been dead once.
the party as a group walks a little farther north to another section of the Poor Docks, and you see a fisher, a female fisher, human, kind of young, sitting by herself on the dock, crying. She has kind of disheveled clothes and kind of dirty-looking hair, a bucket with maybe only 2 fish in it, and she seems very, very upset.
I'm gonna go up to her, ask her, "Hey, you okay?"
She seems very upset. She said, Eike's hut, it burned down today. And
Yes.
and Cheedo died.
Who's Cheedo?
Cheedo, you know, he makes the scarecrows. He just lives over there. He died this morning with a couple of other fishers. When they got Ego.
One that made the evil one. Okay.
I'm losing all my friends and I'm losing all my hope.
Lying to us.
You want to make
Simon
a
immediately.
Do you want to make a
suspicious.
perception? I'm sorry, an insight check.
Yes.
To see if she's lying. Go ahead.
Okay. Insight. Do I have? I don't. Okay. I got 11.
As far as you can tell, she's telling the truth.
Someone else, please.
Fine, I'll do an insight check. Yeah, that's a 16 on my insight.
As far as you can tell, Boo, this girl is telling the truth.
Yeah. Okay. So,
They said one person would lie to us. They didn't say who.
yeah, they didn't say who.
So, hi, what's your name?
Hi, I'm Lolly.
Wally?
Lolly.
Oh, no.
Lolly.
Wally.
Lolly. He has freckles, blue eyes, brown, disheveled hair. She looks to be quite sad.
Is it Bali?
Lolly.
Toe would like to make an insight check
For what?
to see whether or not she's lying about her sadness or if this is all an act.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
I got a 16 on that. I think she's probably not lying.
Probably not, but would a 23 help make sure this is true?
Toe thinks that Lolly is telling the truth, as far as he can tell.
Cool.
Okay,
So,
look.
so Lolly, can you tell us about your friend Cheedo?
Yeah, he's so nice and trusting. He used to make scarecrows for all of us who have vegetable gardens, but he died.
What's he look like?
How'd he die?
Well, whatever killed Egum this morning killed Cheedo and a couple other people who live here in the Poor Docks.
How do you know that whatever it was killed both of them?
Because it all happened at the same time. That's what the
It
town
was like-
guard told me.
Boof, and then they were all.
No, like somebody started at the northern part of the Poor Docks and walked until they got to Egum's house,
And just
Killing-
killed every single
killing
person.
living things along its way.
Do you
Yeah.
see who it was?
See, I
Oh
told
no,
you,
I was asleep.
necromantic or something.
I think it happened around 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. I was not awake.
Have they found Cheeto's body?
I believe so.
And Have you seen the body?
Have I seen the body? No. I would never. I would cry. I'm already crying.
Okay, look, stop crying, please, so we can ask
I've
you
lost
questions.
so many friends. I'm
Toe
so
sits
alone.
down next to her and gives her a hug.
Poe is such a nice human.
Thank you,
Or,
Paladin.
whatever he is.
I just
Like,
ever since I became an orphan and I had to fend for myself, I really feel like no one's been out looking out for Lolly.
Would you like to come with us?
He looks at the four of you, a very motley crew of a wizard, a really tall elf, a funky gnome with a bow, and a water genasi, and says, "No thanks."
Dang, what do you talk?
Even
Are we not good enough, Lolly?
Prejudice.
Who are you anyway? Do
Adventure.
you have a name? Are you a party? Are you an adventuring party?
We are an adventuring party.
You are. What's your name?
Maybe we should get a name. It'd be good for advertising, don't you think?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
and it would make it
more money
easier
than
for us to identify you too.
Yeah. Sibo and Boo's Wild Adventure Show.
It's Boo's Bizarre Adventure. This is JoJo's now.
Yes.
Well, do you have a name to suggest?
I don't know enough about you. This is the first time I've met you all.
Just
I don't
pick
know,
one. You're on. Just pick one. You're on the clock.
Can I call you the unlikely?
Never mind. You're lame.
No.
Terrible name.
The Luckless 4.
Also bad name.
Lolly, could you show us where Cheedo used to live?
He points at a house in the distance with a solitary tree. I'm sorry, not a house, a hut with a solitary tree standing outside in front of it.
And Lolly, where do you live?
She points at another house, not so far away from that one to the north.
Lolly's lifesavers.
Lolly's lifesavers.
Lolly is. We're not her lifesavers right now. She is very opposed to us.
You just met this girl.
Yeah.
You're naming your whole party after her.
Just out of curiosity, have you been having any luck with the fish?
Well, it depends on what you mean by luck. Like, because so many people have been leaving Rakxe, I've been catching more fish, but because so many people have been leaving Rakxe, I haven't been selling all that fish. So I catch fish and I let a lot of them go because I can't sell them fast enough. I wish I had a deal with one of the rich families to sell fish. I'd be in business. I'd be able to get out of the shacks.
How many fish do you think you could provide per day?
40, 50 on a good day, easily.
Okay. Well, we'll keep that in mind. And Toe stands up and pats her on the shoulder.
Thanks so much. I just wish my friends were around.
If we were your
You're always
friends,
welcome to come join us.
Oh, where can I find you?
at the inn, typically. At the Red Eye.
Oh, maybe I'll see you sometime. I go there when I have money to drink the ale.
Otherwise, we'll just be wandering around town. You can usually find me at the monastery, though.
Okay.
Fucking catch me at the monastery. I'll throw ham.
Okay, well, what do you think? Shouldn't we go maybe inspect Cheedo's place?
Yeah, okay, mysterious foursome. I'm very opposed to that.
Yeah, I think it's too long. Too much of a
I
mouth.
thought of a name, but it doesn't make any sense. It was just the first thing that popped into my mind.
What was it?
It was the Brimstone Brothers. I don't know what that means, but that just was the first thing that came to my head.
Oh, we're not brothers.
We are not brothers.
We
We
could
don't
be
Essentially
brothers.
brothers.
No, we couldn't be brothers.
Brothers in arms.
Why not? Why? I'm gonna go tell the Majestic Four. I will go tell my mother right now to marry
about the Four
your
Stooges?
dad.
How about the Four Stooges?
The Four Stooges. Well, I think that might already be taken.
No, it's the Three Stooges that's taken.
Yeah, I know, but...
Well, can we continue discussing this on the way to Cheedo's house?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yes,
I'm
we're walking.
gonna start walking.
The legs are doing its work.
The legs are walking. So you come up on Cheedo's house, and you see a huge apple tree standing out front. And as you get closer to the house, all of you are picking up this sensation that the tree is talking to you.
Picking an apple. I'm picking an apple. I want
does
an
it?
apple.
What is it saying?
When you pick an apple, it says, "Ow!" Fine, take it.
Start
It was ripe
eating the
anyway.
Hi, tree.
Hi.
Are you
What's your-
alive? I know you're alive, but like, how long have you been alive?
Oh, 17 years. And counting. If you cut
If
me
I
down, you
set
can
you
look at my
on-
rings.
If I set you on fire, will you die?
Yes,
it-
don't do that!
Stop. We don't need to cut you down. We don't need to set you on fire. We appreciate the apple.
Toe-
She sort of hisses. She sort of hisses at Boo.
I was joking about setting you on fire. I'm not serious.
I've gone through enough.
You got what's
Cheedo.
happened.
Cheedo died today. I've been all alone. The kids aren't playing underneath my branches anymore.
You have children.
I don't. Well, the town has children, and they like to play under me and pick up the apples that I drop for them.
Oh, okay.
Toe would like to make a divine sense.
Okay, what is that? Remind me.
It detects good and evil, especially anything affected by a hallow spell, and it allows me to know the location of a celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet, not behind total cover.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
I don't know what that means. I have to look it up.
I think it's
Think
like
about
detect magic, but it's detect especially good and especially evil things.
Oh, so it detects. Okay, you do not. I mean, you detect that it's neutral.
Okay.
So, question, apple tree. Why are you alive?
Why can we speak with you might be a
My
better question.
branches take in the water from the sky and the sun. I absorb
Okay,
nutrients.
Why can we talk to you?
Oh, Cheedo cast a spell on me.
Oh,
Is
really?
Cheedo, is he a wizard? Is he a warlock?
Something like that. Yep.
Well, I'm
Is-
sorry for your
Is
loss.
he in a is he cheesy? Is he in a bag? Does he leave dust everywhere?
Tree does not respond to those questions.
Would you mind if my friends and I go inside to inspect the house and
Yes, I would
the
mind
place?
very much. Do not go in the house.
Wait, I'm
Why?
gonna show
Why?
the badge.
It's
Why?
dangerous.
Give more explanations, por favor.
Because whatever killed Cheedo somehow got into the house. I don't know how that's possible without
It's-
opening the door.
So the house itself is possessed by this thing.
I don't know. But I don't think it's safe.
Well, I'm gonna go in then.
Yeah.
Wait,
No!
let me cast detect magic at the very least.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
All right, so Toe will approach the house within like I don't know, 5 or 10 feet, being very cautious that he doesn't do anything odd and that the house isn't doing weird stuff, and cast detect magic.
You do not detect any magic within your radius.
Yeah. Okay. Boo. Go in the house. Let's all die.
Yeah, I
Wait,
agree with
Tree.
that.
Tree, what is your name?
Tree! I'm a tree.
And Tree, do you happen to know the layout of his house and if he had a basement? And
Yes.
where anything dangerous would be?
Anything dangerous would be in the kitchen. There are knives and forks there, and I don't like any of those things.
What do you have against forks?
Have you seen my bark?
No.
I don't appreciate it when people try to carve things into my bark with knives or forks.
Why not?
I'm surprised they used forks.
It's my skin.
Oh.
Alright, let's go into the house.
No, don't go inside.
Hang on.
Nah, we're going in.
Pause for a minute. So, Tree, I want to know if you've seen or witnessed Cheeto's death.
Oh, I was sleeping.
God, everyone.
You were
wake up in the
sleeping.
morning. Y'all
Can
need to wake up in the morning, seriously.
When I woke up this morning, as the sun rose and my branches unwound to take in the rays of the golden god above, that's when I saw members of Captain Oku's group investigate, because that's where the smell was coming from. It was Cheedo, dead, smelling awful.
Smelling like cheese.
Oh,
Could I?
Smelling like death.
The animated corpse of Cheetos is going to attack us.
Could Toe make an
good.
insight check into whether or not the tree is telling the truth or being
Yes.
honest?
Yes.
16.
The tree is telling you most of the truth.
Most.
Gross.
Dang that most.
Well, we just
So,
gotta go inside to figure out if it's the truth.
Hang on.
What's the
So, Sibo came up with the plan.
What's your plan, Sibo?
So, Sibo came up with the plan. So, does the house have a window?
The house has 4 windows from the front of it.
And can we see inside, like, what's in there?
Well, to do that, you'd have to walk in front of the tree. So yes, you can do that.
So, group, are we agreeing on walking towards each of the windows and we tell each other what we see?
Sure.
Yeah.
Since there
Yes.
are 4 windows?
Sure.
Let's do that.
Yes.
Okay.
So no one's
let's
touching
go.
the front door.
No one's
Wait, so
touching the front door.
when Toe cast detect magic, he didn't detect anything weird from the tree?
He detected that the tree had some magical property to it.
Okay.
This Cheeto guy is kind of weird.
Yeah.
I would watch the tree, to be
I
honest.
really liked his tree.
Okay, so are we opening the front door or going to
No,
the...
we're not
going
to the
even
windows.
We're looking.
So we're looking at the windows. Each one 4 of us are
Okay,
positioned one, like one person per window, because you said there are 4
yeah,
windows.
there's 4 windows. So there's 2 windows directly to the tree. Who's looking in those windows?
Yeah.
Toe.
Simon and Toe. And so that means Sibo and Boo are looking at the other windows. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And we're not touching anything. We're just leaning forward and looking at the window, looking through the windows.
Agreed.
Yeah.
You're just looking through without touching the windows.
Yes.
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 Got it.
What do we see?
You see it's very, very dirty inside. There is hay and all kinds of like scraps of things to like ropes and twine and things like this. Things that you would need to like build a scarecrow indoors. The floor is like mud and straw. It's not like a super nice domicile, as it were. But as you approach the house and get really close to it, the tree yells, "I'm so sorry. I swore an oath, and now I have to kill you."
Figures.
Can
Okay.
everybody roll
I
for
knew
initiative?
Down the tree.
I have fire spell, you fool. You told
right.
me your weakness, you absolute moron.
Yay! We get to kill the tree. Okay.
I'm 15.
14 on my initiative.
Oh right, we have to.
9 for Toe.
Oh, I got 1. I'm gonna get destroyed.
The tree rolled a 20, natural 20. The tree's gonna attack.
Oh my god.
The tree's gonna attack Toe.
Good.
So you notice that the bark has kind of like detached from the trunk of the tree and has kind of formed with some of the branches to become giant arms that it's using to smash.
Oh,
Great.
Okay.
And it hits for 14 points of damage. Of
Wow.
to Toe.
Oh. Okay.
The tree says, "I'm so sorry." Not sorry.
Okay.
So it's your turn to act.
Huh?
How many
Toe.
hit points do you have right now?
My hit point is 13.
And Boo, how many do you have?
17.
Okay. Go ahead, Sibo.
Wait, maximum or you mean...
Right now, how many do you have?
Oh, yeah, 17.
Okay.
So I have a question for Toe. How much is Toe's HP?
Toe got hit pretty bad. Toe got hit for 14.
You're a paladin, you'll be fine.
Yeah, I will.
Well, but I hope so.
It
So
was a lot.
Sibo, I'm going to actually hide right next to the right wall. So it's gonna be 3 to the right and 1 up.
So now you can't hit the tree, though.
No, I'm just peeking out
Okay.
so I can shoot my arrow.
So you're going to do that at disadvantage because you have cover now.
Yeah, how far can the tree
Isn't
Yeah,
cover
because
advantage?
there's not a direct path.
Yeah, there isn't a direct path to shoot.
Yeah.
you know. But isn't cover like
Okay,
advantage?
so I can be one front then?
But it causes a disadvantage. And
Where he is, it would be like, that would not really work because there's not really a line to
yeah.
shoot. But, like, cover
So
usually
I'm
gives you
asking a
bonus.
question. So if I move one feet, like 1 foot forward or whatever, like, so 1 block in front.
Yeah. Then you have a direct line.
Okay, so instead of going in that corner, can I move 1 to the right?
Yep.
Yeah, so as far as I can.
And
How-
and what are you going to do?
I am going to use my longbow.
Okay.
And aim at where it's supposedly eye-looking part is.
Okay, you're aiming for the eyes. Got it.
Yeah.
This is
It
Sibo's
has
thing. It does
Aim
now.
for the eye.
10.
You miss, Sibo. You swing. You strike with. You try to strike with your arrow, and it whizzes past the bark of the tree, and the tree says, "I'm so sorry. That was funny. You missed."
Funny now.
Boo! It's your turn.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna... okay, so, do I want to get one hit KO'd by his 14 damage attack?
That is the question.
To either kite him or do a ton of damage right now with my fire sword. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna just like go all out. Whatever. Who cares? I'm going to walk up to the space right. Yeah, I'm gonna do one space diagonally towards him.
Okay.
I'm gonna take out my Fubara of Flames.
Furba. Yep.
Furba. My Furby of Flames. And I'm going to... Also my longsword, so it's 2-weapon fighting. And I'm going to attack him.
Do it.
Go up. No, flat surface, please. That's a 17.
The first one hits.
No, it's not actually two attacks. It just adds to my modifier.
Okay.
It's
So you
2-weapon
hit.
fighting. Yeah. That is 9 fire damage.
Oh.
Wait,
oh.
what?
Okay.
Plus
It
6.
actually
Wait,
does extra
plus
damage.
6. Plus 6,
Yeah.
15. 15 fire
Yeah, you-
damage.
Good. Do extra damage.
Sick.
It's like shouting at you, like, why'd you do that? Now I'm on fire, you idiot!
Wait, do you remember if I used my action surge last battle?
You did. You haven't slept yet.
Gross.
You haven't slept yet, sorry.
I'm gonna move away from him now, like
What
farther
direction?
away. The same way I came, but just like farther.
What's your
Yeah,
maximum
like,
speed? 30?
30.
So you already did 1, 2, 3, 4. You could do 2 more.
Yeah, I'll go. Yeah, that's good.
Okay. Poe,
Sibo's
it's
gonna
your turn.
back.
Toe is going to lunge at the tree. Wait, no. Toe is going to move to stand in front of Boo, or in front of Sibo, actually, because Sibo can probably pretty easily shoot around. And he's going to cast Bless on his party.
What's your speed, Poe?
30.
So the farthest you can get is to be in front of Boo,
Alright.
not Sibo.
I'll be just to the right of Boo then, because I don't want to block him.
But you can't. This is the farthest you can go, is to be at the left of Boo.
Oh, okay. I'll be to the left of Boo then.
Okay.
As far as I can go without blocking people. And bless the party? Yes.
Okay.
Wait. Can I? No, I can't. I've used up all my spells.
Yep.
So I'm going to go for the tree. I'm not going to move at all. I'm not going to move towards them at all. I'm going to go to the tree and hack at it. With my battle axe.
Alright,
Two-handed.
let's see what happens.
Okay. That is a 6 to hit. In which case, due to recent lack of experience, he swings it so hard that he loses his balance a bit and kind of stumbles as he misses the tree.
The tree says, "Oh, I'm so sorry."
Matt, I have a
Yes?
question.
Yes.
So, I'm looking at the character sheet, and then, so attack bonus is added to my accuracy dice. So,
Yeah,
is
it's
it...
your attack roll.
Okay, so in that case, I was actually 15, not 10. Do I still miss?
No, you hit if it's 15.
Yes. It was 15.
Alright, so tell us, what is it, an arrow?
Yes, longbow.
So go ahead and tell us what you did.
So I shoot it directly at its left eye. And do I roll for damage?
Yeah.
I get 8 damage.
Okay, so you get
Piercing.
your arrow caught in its eye, and it's like, what are you doing? I swore an oath to protect this house. And now you're shooting arrows at me. Arrows probably made from a tree.
Is a point.
Simon, you're next to act.
I'd like to run away in the
Yeah.
direction of
Which direction?
Boo.
Towards Boo.
Yes.
Okay.
I think yeah.
Well,
That's about as far as I can go. I think.
I would
Everybody
say
abandoned
maybe,
Toe immediately.
Yeah, I'd say maybe not abandon Toe,
But
but we don't know
Alright,
Toe that
Simon.
well
Can't do
yet.
anything.
so-
I'm gonna die.
Oh my
okay. I'd like to cast Burning Hand. Hold on. Actually, can I talk to the tree?
you can, but that would take your action.
Okay. Question is, yeah, okay. Tree, look, we don't want to damage the house or anything to it. I understand that you swore an oath to protect the house. Why would us going inside cause any issue? We promise we won't break anything or anything like that. I mean, I can see how we can reach an agreement without either of us having to kill each other.
The tree sort of raises its like tree trunk arms and digs some soil out of the ground and says, "I'm sorry, Cheedo made me do it." And he tries to throw some soil at you, but because it's like not in a clump or anything, it just kind of falls at your feet. It doesn't cause any damage.
Okay. So now I can't say anything else.
That's the end of your turn.
Alright.
Round 2. Tree says, "Aha! A paladin that's hurt. I think it's time to murder you."
Great.
And
I
he
thought you were a good
misses.
tree.
He misses. I am a good tree, but just Cheedo did something to me. I'm sorry.
Cheetos
Tree
do
misses.
kind
And
of
it
like
is now
that.
on Sibo.
So I'm gonna use longbow again.
Okay.
And I got 23.
23 hits. Tell us how you do it.
I aim at its mouth portion of it.
Okay. you can roll damage.
Damage is 2.
Like, you get an arrow caught in its throat and it's choking. Like, ah. That's made from another species of tree. That's disgusting. Boo. Now your turn.
Okay, my turn. I'm gonna hit him with a firebolt.
Okay, let's do it.
1 second. Oh my god. I need a stable surface. That's a 13. Does that
13
hit?
hits. Yeah, tell us your damage.
12 damage. Ooh, that's max. 12 fire damage though.
And because there's fire in an earlier round, you actually did more damage than that to the tree. The tree is starting to turn up into flames. It's now screaming at you, Boo. I wouldn't set your mom on fire.
Well, I'm not you, so
I
it doesn't
wouldn't set your
matter.
house on fire.
Would you set him on fire?
Maybe. You set me on fire. So it's now on you.
Toe is going to... Oh. Is there a way to incapacitate the tree so that he can talk, but he can't hurt us?
I don't know. There might be.
Toe is going to try and slice off one of the tree's limbs.
Okay. That's an attack roll.
And yes, it is an attack roll. And he rolls 24 to hit.
That hits. That hits.
23. Sorry, using the wrong modifier. And it does 10 damage.
Ooh. They managed to hack off a large piece of a branch. The tree is now yelling at you like, "What? You shot at my eye? You cut off my arm? What are you, some kind of monster?"
No, I want to speak with you, but not if you have to. But if you have to fight me, I'll make sure you can't.
I am bound. I have to kill you. Simon, Simon's now on you.
Okay. If I talk to it again, will I throw my entire turn away?
Possibly.
Okay. I'll cast Burning Hands first at the tree.
Okay.
So,
Can you hit it from that distance with that?
just barely.
30 feet, right? So I think so.
It's right there at the end.
It's exactly, yeah.
The cone. Cones are weird. My least favorite D&D shape.
Yeah.
Okay. So you do a saving throw. And then if you make the saving throw, then
What is it?
so it's a dexterity saving throw. So I think both the tree and Toe actually have to make a dexterity saving throw.
Well, why don't you just angle it so it doesn't hit Toe?
Yeah, I'd like to do that, but I didn't know if that was allowed.
Yes, it's totally allowed.
Okay.
Look, it's a cone. Anything's allowed with cones.
Yeah, with cone,
I
you just
I
turn them into
really
your left.
hate cones.
Oh my goodness. 17 and a 15. You got a 15.
Okay. I think that's a successful one.
Yeah, so no fire damage. Oh, half
Also,
half
it takes
fire
time.
damage.
Yeah, so
Half fire damage, so you still get to roll.
Yes. So it'd be 6 fire damage.
Okay, and because there was fire from an earlier round, it actually increases the amount of damage.
Alright.
So you've managed to burn off a significant amount of bark from the tree, singeing it, turning it black. The grass around it is all now on fire.
Great.
And he looks very weak, like he's about to fall apart into pieces.
Tree, you do not have to do this. I know you swore an oath to protect the house. So consider, how do you define protect?
I'm sorry, I can't explain. It's just Cheedo made me do it. Now the start of round 3. It's gonna attack Toe,
Great.
and it misses.
Thank God.
It shrieks and says, "Why am I missing? You're right there." And it lets out this like burp that only a tree could make.
Gross.
I can't imitate. Sibo, you're up next.
Okay, so I'm gonna use my longbow again, and because I see a fire, I'm actually gonna shoot the way in an angle way so that the arrow can go through the series of fire in front of the tree
Okay,
and actually catch some of the fire
good.
as it and strikes.
So first, you're gonna make an attack roll and then a dexterity roll. So start with an attack roll.
Attack roll, I got 17.
Okay, so you hit, but do you catch
And-
fire? Is the next question. So roll dexterity check.
And that's also D20.
Yep.
I got 13.
So it misses the fire, but you still do damage. So go ahead and roll your regular damage.
Okay, never mind. So it's 2.
The tree says to you, again, hit me with those arrows from another species. Oh, this is disgusting. Boo?
Okay. Okay, you know what? I don't want this fire to get too out of control.
How many fires can be created by this party in one day?
Too many. Too many.
Yeah, clearly, too many.
A lot. So I'm just gonna okay. Hit him with another fireball.
Alright,
I need a flat surface. That's a 14.
that hits.
This is a D12, not a D10. I'm stupid. The right die, yeah. Okay, here. I hate my life. That's 1 damage. That's a singular point of damage.
But it actually does a little bit more damage because it was already on fire. And you can see more leaves are starting to crackle and turn into black and fall off. And the bark is getting even darker. And its face is looking even more sinister.
Mm-hmm.
Cheedo made me do it. I'm sorry.
We
Oh,
heard
oh.
this.
So you're up next.
Toe is going to aim for his other, or for any of the other large limbs, the next largest, probably.
Mhm.
And that's a 10 to hit.
And as you swing at the tree, you manage to only slice off a few leaves, leaving the trunk still intact. It says, good try, soldier. Not good enough. Simon, it's your turn.
Do you want me to kill it? Or
It's your turn, Simon, you choose.
You're still right there and probably gonna die. And anyway, I'll cast Burning Hands again as the tree angles away. So.
And it's a dexterity save, right?
Yeah.
He misses the save, so go ahead and roll damage.
Alright. 3.
You have ignited the base of the trunk of the tree. It's entirely horrible how all the leaves from the treetops are starting to fall off and crackle and burn, and the rest of the body and trunk is starting to fall apart and hollow out. And it screams as you, no, I'm dying! Wizard! You can only ask me one more question before I die, really quick before I die, or I will forever hold my silence. No!
Wizard!
I prefer your silence.
When? When did he do this?
Forever. And a burst of flame erupts from the base of the tree, and it's almost like it's raining tiny specks of flame onto the grass in front of the hut and onto some of the wooden slats of the front of the house. Nothing is really catching fire to burn continuously, but there are some dark marks from where the house has now been charred and the grass has been charred. But you managed to murder this tree.
I'm gonna start stomping out the fires.
Yeah.
Wait, how far are we from the water's edge?
Pretty close.
Okay, so Toe is going to go to the water and use shape water to grab as much water as possible and throw it onto the tree. And he's going to continue doing this until the tree goes out.
By the way, you've each earned 108 experience points for killing the tree.
I'm at, oh my god. I'm at 1,055.
So you get some water to try to put it in the roots of this tree, but it seems to be in vain. And nothing comes about of your shape water process.
Wow, I have a cursed number. I have 667 experience.
Nice. So close.
Right.
So I'm gonna start knocking on the door and going into the house.
Okay, door's locked.
Door's locked. Okay, cool. I don't like this Cheedo guy, so I'm taking out my long swords. I'm cutting the door open.
Okay, can you make a strength check, please?
Yep. Oh my god. That's a 15.
Okay, so you bust open the door, and you see, you see where Cheeto's body was found, which was the bed, and you see all the same stuff that you saw when you peered in the window. So some sheaves of hay and ribbons and twine and rope to make a scarecrow. See some, fishing stuff and clothes and some bowls and knives and things like this. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Looking under gonna go to his bedroom if he has one.
Yeah, I mean, it's all one room, so yeah.
Oh, it's all one room?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm looking under his bed. Is there any trapdoors?
So anybody who wants to look, could you go ahead and roll a perception check?
Alright.
That's a 14.
14.
7.
12.
So the party does not detect another room connected to the floor of this building, but you think that there is something hidden in this hut. You're just not sure what.
Okay.
I remember Tree mentioning there's something downstairs or something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why I tried to find the secret door.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like
End
to
of the
start
day.
jumping up and down all over the floor of the house. Really, really hard.
That's not a bad idea. I gotta think. What is that? Tell me, what is the purpose of you jumping up and down?
Hopefully, a set of things could occur. Either A, my weight would cause, or my force of the jump would cause the floor to break.
Okay.
B, I'd hear some difference between where I'm jumping in one area and where I'm jumping in another area.
Okay.
Or C, in my jumping, I would cause dust and dirt from the floor to come up and possibly fall between the cracks. And there are probably some places where it would fall farther.
Okay, we're gonna make this a perception check with advantage, so you can roll it twice.
Okay. Cool. Oh, thank God it had advantage. Because I rolled a 4 and then I rolled an 18.
So Simon is madly jumping up and down, kicking up dust, and manages to step on a floorboard that happens to be loose.
Cool.
Simon then investigates what was hidden under that floorboard, and it looks like there's a small case, leather case, that's deep into the floor of the home. It's not a room, it's just like a case that's been embedded into the floor. So what do you do with this?
Is Sibo small enough to reach?
Yeah.
Sibo could reach. Simon could reach you. Simon's right there. So anybody could reach.
I'll reach to try to open it.
Okay, so you pick up this leather case. Looks like nothing conspicuous.
Okay. Can I open it?
Inside you see some scrolls. The scrolls appear to be... Do you speak Dwarvish, by the way, Simon?
I don't, but I think I've been studying it, but I don't speak it.
Can anybody in the party speak Dwarvish?
No.
Sibo,
No.
as a gnome...
I have Gnomish, though.
So anybody who speaks Gnomish, you can't speak Dwarvish, but you use the same alphabet that dwarves do.
Okay.
Oh.
So that's Sibo and Boo.
Normally, I'd be able to cast comprehend languages, but I'm out of spells.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also
don't think
have
that works
Gnomish.
for reading, though.
Also Gnomish. So the three of you could make
Nah, not for reading.
make this an intelligence check. All three of you. If the three of you could make an intelligence check.
That's a 14 for me.
13.
Loading circle. 4.
So the best that you can tell from what's on this scroll is that it is some form of agreement between Eike and Cheedo, but you can't really make out what it's saying.
Well, we should go find someone in this village who knows Dwarvish. Sorry, not village,
Let's
town.
make
I'm
it-
too used to villages.
Tomic.
I feel like Tomic would know
Ah.
Dwarvish.
But also, I do not trust Tomic.
Why
I
not?
think
He works.
he's...
The rest of the party
He's a
does.
weirdo. He's a weirdo, but he's not like he's harmless.
He's just a nerd.
Yeah, but we found that the agreement is between who and who.
Eike
Eike
and
and
Cheedo.
Cheedo.
Okay. Yeah, right. You're right. I think we're fine. I'm sorry. So Eike and Cheedo. Okay.
Yeah.
So then it's fine. I thought I heard Eike and Oku, and so I was like, we can't tell Tomic.
That would raise some eyebrows, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's going up on around 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Kind of getting hungry again, like it's lunchtime. What are we doing?
Let's go to the inn. Let's eat food.
Yes.
Let's yeah.
Or can we go back to that woman and perhaps buy some of her fish
Ooh.
and maybe roast the fish.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah, and since it's closer, and then maybe we can help her out, because inn always has like guests, so they will be fine.
That is true. Yeah, let's go to the poor fish lady. I really don't want to call her
You walk
Lolly.
back south to another part of the poor docks, and you see Lolly just kind of still sitting by herself, wondering what's going on. She says to you, Did you go to Cheedo's house?
Yeah, we did. We fought his tree. We killed it.
Oh, that was my favorite tree since childhood.
Yeah, well, it tried
I'm
to,
sorry. It was
another friend to mourn.
it tried to kill us.
Wait.
It tried to kill us. It tried
Was
to kill
the
us
tree was the tree alive when you were a child?
Yeah, I used to talk to it all the time.
first. Oh,
That means. Then how old are
Did
you?
it talk back?
I'm 17.
Oh, okay.
It talked back to me. That tree was very friendly.
How old was Cheedo?
Cheedo was older than me. But you know, people from different races, they have different ages. So Cheedo is maybe in his 40s, I'm guessing. I'm not sure.
look, what we're here for is fish. Can you give me some?
Give you some? After
Yeah.
you murdered one of my friends?
Buy
How much
some.
do you want?
I mean,
for
we're
a
gonna
fish?
buy some. Yeah.
Oh, I guess so. 2 coppers a fish.
Ooh, yes.
How many do you have right now?
I have 2 right now.
2?
Oh.
We'll purchase them all, please.
Okay, thank you. Well, I mean, it's not enough to level out from murdering one of my friends since childhood, but it's something.
Look here. If I give you a gold, will you be less unhappy?
I would be less unhappy.
Okay,
Yes.
passing her gold.
Thank you. Thank you. Lolly thanks you.
You're welcome. Weird child.
She stands up and kind of dusts herself off, and she says, I'm going to tell all the other orphans about you. So what's your name again? What's the name of your party?
Haha, imagine having a name.
We're the
Where-
Four Stooges.
No, we're not the Four Stooges. We're not
Yes,
dummies.
we are. We're the Four Stooges.
We're not calling ourselves dummies. That's
She says, what? The Forest Ooges?
no,
Yes,
not the Forest.
the Forest Ooges. We're the
No.
Forest Ooges.
No, that's a terrible name.
The Forest? Oh,
Yes.
No,
Yes.
no, terrible name.
Yes.
what did you say?
The Four Stooges.
Nice to
Hey.
meet you, the Forest Ooges. I'm going to go tell all the other orphans about you.
I'm
All
gonna
right.
tell them you're wrong.
Thanks, Ryder.
Have a good day.
I will
Goodbye.
now. Well, I'll be sad later, but thanks for the gold.
Oh, also sorry for killing your best friend. Whoops, my bad.
She kind of like skips away with her empty fish bucket and her fishing rod. It's now around 1:30 in the early afternoon.
Okay, let's go cook this fish so we can eat.
Yes.
So you're gonna start a fire.
Yeah.
Oh no, I miss Nyx. She used to always have fire handy.
True, although I can cast predestination. It's a cantrip, and we can,
Prestidigitation.
yeah, that, and we can light a small campfire.
Oh,
Yeah.
Or we can go back to that tree where it was burning and then use that.
Seems pretty callous, but I also think it's a great idea.
Okay, let's go do that. I'm good.
My
I'm cool
goodness.
with that.
okay. So you
I
go
sound
back.
like a bunch of savage.
You're going back to Cheeto's house where there's still like grass
Burning.
that has a little bit of fire in the tree.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you're back at
Set a
Cheeto's
little
house.
campfire.
This burnt out
We'll
tree.
gather some wood around the little fire and
Mhm.
build it up
Yeah.
Mhm.
and make a campfire.
I can cantrip to make sure, or I guess we don't really need it. So.
Yeah. Well,
I
I'm gonna
can
start
hold
cooking.
some water nearby if you'd like, for safety.
Probably a good idea considering our history with fires.
So as you start this fire, you notice a slightly older woman in her 40s, let's say. Human. She's wearing garlic around her neck. Her clothes don't look in the best shape. And she calls out to you and says, "Hey, what are you doing over there?"
We're making a fire. You want to join?
Definitely not. Don't you know that fires cause fires?
Yes.
Yes.
Light a fire, it could set somebody's hut on fire.
Yeah, but we're
But I
cooking
have
food.
water.
It happened this morning. I was there. I was helping to put out the fire. Some idiot decided to set that house on fire.
Yeah, well, some idiot could have saved your town from rats by doing that.
Oh, is it you think the rats on the ground is somehow connected to something, to the hut being on fire?
We don't really know. We will make sure to take precautions.
Oh. Alright, well, what are you all doing here starting a fire?
Making
We're trying
food,
to
we're
eat
cooking.
lunch, okay? That's it. We want food, we're hungry, we have food. We're trying to eat lunch.
Lunch. Okay.
Look, see the fish. I hold up the fish. Fish, cook. Cook over fire. Eat.
Okay, she's not that stupid.
Okay. Well, just take care of yourselves. There's a lot of scary things happening in this town, you know?
You do have a point, we understand.
Have you seen something scary happening around here?
I've seen a couple things lately.
Like what?
Kanuta has been around here for some strange reason, but he doesn't work here. I don't think he knows anybody here. It's kind of strange, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
Kinda strange.
Drink.
Only kinda, though.
I once saw Mia walking around these parts, and
Who's
Mia's
Mia?
not from these parts. Mia Orso, one of the Orso children. I don't understand why they think they own their fancy estates over there, and they could come over here and act like they own all of this as well. I didn't really like that when Mia came over and acted like she owned the place. The way that she talks to us, she talks down to us, and I don't like it.
Huh. Maybe.
Mia.
Anything else?
What do we know about Mia? Is she the daughter of an important person?
No, but I think her older brother is marrying. What was her name?
Yeah.
Sindra?
Yeah, Mia's older brother, Dayan Orso, is going to marry Sindra Rakxe at
She
some
is
point.
the daughter of an important person.
Mm.
Oh yeah, the Orso family, they're a very well-regarded family in Rakxe. They're one of the richest.
Well,
Was Kanuta on his was he by himself or was he guarding the rich family?
I heard that he was talking to some fishers about something, but I don't know what. I try not to mess around with those rich folks unless they're buying my fish.
Which fishers?
Some of the fishers that live over here in the Poor Docks. It's a little unusual, wouldn't you say? Shouldn't he be talking to the fishers in the rich docks? Because he works for the richest family in Rakxe?
maybe he just likes supporting the poor docs.
You be a fool, fighter, to consider that. But
You know
okay.
what? Maybe you're a fool. I'm not the fool.
I'm sorry. Which of us has been living in Rakxe longer? We both know it's not you.
Okay, which one of us is older and wiser? Me, the elf, who's lived like way longer than you peasant.
She says, "Are you accosting me in this moment?"
Yeah.
She draws a
No,
sword.
stop,
She draws a small
stop.
sword out.
I'm drawing
And
both my
holds
long
it.
swords.
Great.
Who is
No.
the more seasoned adventurer?
Stands up in between them and puts one hand out to each of them. He turns first to the lady, saying, "Excuse my friend, who has a rather hot temper," and then turns over to Boo and calmly takes the two swords, puts them down on the ground, and turns him towards the fire.
I'm gonna pull both
I'll
my
need you to
hand
make a
axes
persuasion check to do that. Not yet.
That was a nat one.
out.
The lady keeps her sword up and says, Paladin, you don't tell me what to do.
Yeah, okay, this is turning out bad.
I'm about to kick ass.
You outsiders. Coming up here like you own the place. No respect.
Okay, look, I don't own the
I'm
place.
sorry.
What I'm trying to do as an adventurer is trying to solve all of your problems right now. I'm not even getting paid that much.
I walk away from this whole interaction.
Okay. How?
Look, I'm
How are
trying
you
to
trying to
solve-
solve our problems? What is
You're
your...
pulling out the badge. Junior investigator. I get paid to solve the murders here.
You
And I'm
pull
gonna
out the
put it-
badge and it's like a shining pot of gold and it glimmers and it's like the light catches her face and her eyes go, wow.
Yeah, exactly. Junior investigator. I get paid to solve all this town's problems, so you should be thanking me.
Well, my name's Luvana. I'm the harbor master for the Port Docks. It's good to meet you, I guess, under these circumstances. I'm sorry I let my temper get the best of me. I shouldn't have grabbed my sword so fast.
Yeah, maybe you shouldn't have.
But how did you get Captain Oku to trust you so quickly? I'm amazed. I know you're a newcomer.
We killed a lot of rats and found a lot of things. Like a place where the Red Angels made like clothing. We found
Ooh.
that.
Where? Tell me.
Not telling you. That's classified information.
No,
right?
tell me. You already started the story.
No,
Where?
That's
I must know.
classified.
I must know. I'm the harbor master. I can help.
I don't know if I want to tell someone who just like insulted me multiple times.
You also
Wait,
insulted
you're
her.
the harbor master?
That's true.
Start walking.
Evo is gonna kick Boo's shin and say, "Just tell her."
Okay, fine. It was the neighbor of what's his name? What was the dude's house? And then it was the next one. Out of
Egum.
game. Yeah, Egum. It was Egum's house.
Ike.
It was
No,
Ike's
it
house.
was.
Mm-hmm. It was like
Yeah, it was Ike's house.
Ah, Eike was caught up in this. Interesting. You know, she left here not too long ago.
Yeah, we know her backstory.
Oh.
Yeah.
Anything else you can tell me about your investigation?
I don't know, not
would
really.
like to make an insight check as to her sincerity.
Okay.
Rolls a 21.
She does seem very invested in trying to find out more information from the party.
Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, that's most of what we found. Yeah.
So who do you
Sivo
think?
interrupts. He's gonna ask, so as a harbor master, what do you do for a living? What is your job here?
Being the harbor master. That's the job title, I think.
No, I'm asking like detail work, like tasks.
Yeah. I set up the schedules for the fishers, morning till night, every season. I help set up the lanes that the boats use for their catch. I make sure that people get paid on time. I make sure that we pay our correct taxes to Rakxe. So I have quite a few responsibilities for us here in the Port Docks. Many of us here are honest. Just because you're poor doesn't mean that you're dishonest, you know? She seems defensive.
Yeah, Simon. I'm kidding about that, Simon. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Oh, Simon.
Simon didn't do anything wrong.
Simon was suspicious, and I was just making a joke about that. That's it.
I'm generally a suspicious person on multiple levels.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my god, I'm hearing myself.
My understanding is the four of you are an adventuring party, yes?
Yes.
Yes, we're called the Four Stooges.
No, we're not.
Four stooges.
We're not.
Are you staying at the inn? Are you staying at the Red Eye?
Yes, we're staying at the Red Eye. Except for Toe's staying at the temple.
Monastery.
Monastery.
Well, if we need to get in touch to exchange further information, maybe we can do so. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
sure.
Because she spits in her hand and says, "Put her there, Boo." She points at Boo.
That's kind of
Wants
disgusting.
to shake hands with her spit in her hand.
That's kind of disgusting.
That's
like,
what the
really
fishers do.
Reach and hand out, except like in
Okay.
pain. That's gross.
We have a deal. I guess
Yeah,
we'll be talking at some point.
Yeah, I guess.
All right, I have to go back to work and
Okay,
recount
bye.
who's still here and who's not here anymore. It's a terrible life, I gotta tell you. So I'll see you
Yeah.
all.
Okay, bye.
The Four Stooges, huh?
Nope. That's Simon made that up. I don't agree.
We are the Four Stooges.
We are not the Four Stooges.
Well,
As long
you
as
come
I
up with a
live.
better name.
Yeah, we should. Right, Simon? Should come up with a better one?
I'm not coming up with a better one. I'm not the Four Stooges.
Four Stooges makes us sound like stooges, basically.
Exactly. That's the point.
I know.
You know, expectations low. That way, you know, if we actually do good things.
Yeah, but we're also in a town that hates foreigners, so if we call ourselves the Stooges, they're immediately gonna think we're dummies who don't know what we're doing.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
You
Thank
know
you.
what?
Sorry.
Maybe Four Stooges might be good because we sound like a band,
Yeah.
and some welcome bands. You know, in a time of hardships and difficulties, entertainment is the way to go.
Yeah, but like,
Plus, you sing beautifully, so stop complaining.
that doesn't.
Can I do a persuasion check to persuade Boo?
To do what?
That, you know, our name is actually pretty good for it.
Okay,
Am I
roll
perfect?
persuasion.
Guys.
18.
18. Boo is
Boom.
kind of convinced that this might be a pretty excellent name for right now, at least.
Sibo, now shut it down. You know, our names are set and things are settled. Sibo saves another day.
Guys, I've received word from somewhere. I cannot tell. Yeah.
Has Ilmater spoken?
I mean, I don't know anything about your god, and if he can talk to me. But I've received a message from someone saying to tell you the definition of patriarchy, I think. I don't know what that means, so...
The definition of patriarchy?
Yeah. I don't know what that
Tell
means.
Patriarchy or like the actual definition?
Tell me party. My definition. Sorry, it was my definition of the word. My definition is it's a mystery word, and yeah, I don't know yet. I haven't learned that word.
Google definition of patriarchy is
In game, I don't know that word. Not out of game.
So a message hits Boo, and the rest of the party can see that Boo is getting a message from somewhere, but Boo cannot detect who or what direction this message is coming from.
Wait 1 second. If you fail to provide... Oh, wait, never mind. They told me that I can't not give you a definition, or they will, do something. That's weird. I'm gonna give you a definition. So, patriarchy, delicious dessert. It's amazing. Delicious dessert.
So, at this point, what do we want to do?
Well, let's figure out what the deal with this whole definition thing, and then I need to go talk to Captain Oku.
We also have to translate the book.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. I have to go see Emeron for private and other reasons. And Simon has to see Captain Oku for the mission quest purpose. So it frees up to Toe and Boo. So Boo, how about you figure out what it says in the Dwarvish scrolls?
Okay, so I'm going to Igum.
No, to the Tomic.
Oh, sorry, Tomic. Sorry, I switched them up.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll go to Tomic and ask.
Unless you want Toe to do that.
Toe, you want to do that? Are you opposed?
I'll do it.
Okay.
I know Tomic.
Then I'll be doing something instead.
Should we really spread ourselves so thin?
Good question.
That is a terrible D&D thing. However, we do have a lot to do. So
I feel like right now it's okay. We're not investigating anything per se.
Yeah. We can
And then
stop
these
now,
are the
but
people that we kind of trust and met before.
yeah.
And then from my experience, like Emeron has not really shown me like a deceptive, purpose or anything. Plus, we've seen ton of tall people around the town that can be.
And we found the sewing room.
Yes, so I feel like Emeron is somewhat safe at this point. That his likelihood of being a Red Angel seems, very unlikely at this point.
Yeah, because the other person's making the clothes, yeah.
Yeah,
And
secretively.
Is also incredibly tall.
Yes, and also very suspicious going around poor docks right before murder happens.
So we should investigate her when we get the party done.
Kanuta is a guy, I think.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's the bodyguard of the which family was it?
The Rakxe family.
Sindra, the Rakxe family, yeah.
Rakxe family, yeah.
My thing there's a lot of people.
There is.
So, Boo,
the city.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you a mission.
Oh, what's my mission?
Find the harp lady. See where she's gone.
She probably left to go see that other guy from her village, which cool.
Did she leave though?
We don't know.
She was
she was
no,
gone.
but the thing is that at the end of that night, she winked at you and she was like, "Perhaps I'll see you around." That's what
but she
said.
also talked about some other guy in a different village that she was originally from that she wanted to go see. So she's probably going there, which would
what's I think a little bit more pressing is figuring out how we're going to approach the party tomorrow.
Yeah, we also have to figure that out. The harp lady can wait because she doesn't really have to do anything to do with this, really.
It might help to get a list of all the little tasks that you want to do and figure out who's going to do them.